Yours? Over. These are the purest. Over. Hello, everyone. Welcome to your Season 5 Grand Finals. This is your Gopher Hole presented by many of our sponsors, but I think the biggest sponsor we have is D.Wags. Please add him. He needs more people to add on Snapchat. I will be your desk host for Doormaster, joined here by the Nort Logic, War himself, and Trey, who is hiding. He doesn't want to use his webcam. So this is your Gopher Hole.
He is
Welcome,
a
everyone.
very tired lad.
I'm
very
tired. That's my
Very
excuse.
stinky lad. Very stinky lad. Don't worry, your casters will be here soon enough as we go into the game, whatever that will be. But you're stuck with us for a little bit. You're stuck with us. You're gonna be stuck with us just for quite a little bit. But this should be interesting. This should
I
be
like
interesting.
that voice you just used there. Not gonna lie.
We have Season 5 Grand Finals. We have the Cantaloupes. Seed 2. We have the Rialto Ringers coming in at Seed 5. Be sure Seed 5 and Seed 2 pretty good in the history of Gopherwatch League, if I'm remembering last night's trivia correctly. Let's see. Let me check back. Seed 1 has never won, but Seed 5 has won twice with the Boonies and the Muskies. And where was Seed 2? Looking into logs. Seed 2 in the Pelicans from last season. I don't remember anyone else, but
I just gotta say that's just a prime number diff, like straight up. If you're in seed 4, seed 6, You got another
You're
chance.
gone. You're
C5,
gone.
2, 1. Prime
You're gone.
numbers. Easy.
I mean,
Yeah, indeed.
Seed 1 hasn't done that well, but like we don't talk about Seed 1.
I've never been on a Seed 1 team, trust me. My teams always do super
Seed
well.
1 who? Seed 1 who? Yo,
We
Green
don't-
Goblins were Seed 1 in our hearts.
Yeah. We're Seed 1 in control maps.
For real though.
At least for
as
week
long
1.
As you're having fun.
At least for week 1.
Seed 1.
We got the rules changed. But anyways, there's the old seasons. But this is what matters now. Grand finals. You get bragging rights if you win this, and a Discord role. Not much else.
That's
I
all
mean,
you
that's a
need.
pretty high prize. I'm gonna be honest.
That is pretty
like,
good. That is pretty good.
Bragging rights goes pretty far in the Gopherwatch League, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, just look at Jamie. She brags about her Discord roles like every single day to me.
Very true. Very true. I mean, she brags about a lot of stuff to you, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. Anyways.
What
I mean,
what truly matters in life, like money, fame, or your Discord roles? I think your Discord roles takes priority over like any of those things. Am I right?
Like, who cares about SR? As long as you have a special shining Discord role, you know, that's all you need. But anyways,
That's really
besides
all
the
you
point,
need.
I just want to do a little bit of call to action to remind everyone to vote for their All-Stars and MVPs before it's too late. We do have your Hall of Fame winners coming up here soon, though, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My words are hard. I can't think of any.
And anyways, but I'm just, the two MVP candidates for this team from the Cantaloupes, you have Corey, right? Their DPS player. He's listed pretty low in the SR, considering how he's been performing, right? He's been doing a lot of flanks, a lot of damage, and able to just kind of just diff some of the higher SR DPS.
I mean, in this league, that kind of just goes a long way. If you can just go at it on your own, you go far. A lot of people just don't shoot you for some reason.
Yeah, also, you know, listed as 3-3 DPS, I believe, whereas he is a 4-2 support player. So, you know, although that
Yeah,
might not
kinda get what you mean.
directly transfer, that definitely, he definitely has the game sense to play. So
Mhm.
that'll
Definitely.
definitely
Yeah.
help out with that.
And move on to our next MVP candidate. You have Nohimanoin Kami from the Rialto
Meow
Ringers,
person.
the Genji player, who doesn't play a lot of Genji because he's too scared.
Even though Genji, by
Genji's OP.
Trey's hot take is Genji's the best hero in Gopherwatch League for DPS.
Yeah, definitely
mean-
not Doomfist or anything like that. Or Junkrat. Who cares about Junkrat? Cast? Nah. Genji.
No,
Fuck
Genji, I
Genji.
think if you're like the best player in the lobby, right? Which, you know, and yeah, sometimes, you know, it can be, especially on that Genji, you know.
Sometimes.
I think Genji can just be a hard carry hero.
He certainly can be. I mean, he's got a sword. What more can you ask for?
All you need is a sword, and Namoi Nahoy, whatever the name is just very dominant on whatever character he plays at the end of the day. It's just like it's sheer dominance. So I'm interested to see who is the MVP of Season 5.
Yeah, indeed. But I think with that out of the way, now we should move to our Hall of Fame. We have the winners right here in my DMs with
do?
Booney.
And we
We
also
do.
Yeah,
have
see.
one of the losers.
Okay.
Me too.
I didn't think you could lose in this competition, but sure. I guess we got a loser.
Anyways, from the lowest percent to the highest percent, let's go through them. First, we have Frobel. Congratulations, Frobel, for becoming Hall of Fame, nominated by
Yeah.
Train C. Accolades include
Congratulations.
Season 2 champion, Season 2 Finals MVP, 2-time second team All-Pro, Season 1 Mr. Development, and 2 times All-Star.
And he had one of the Gopherwatch League iceberg moments of destroying a team.
Anyways,
There you go.
second one. You have Oaks, nominated by etc. Accolades include Season 1 finalist, Season 1 best captain, Season 3 commissioner award, 1-time second team All-Pro, 2-time third team All-Pro, and 3-time All-Star. He's also one of the OBS Gophers.
That's the
he does
real
all those
one right
math
there.
things, you know. Yeah,
That's
that's kind of big.
real.
Like, imagine if you didn't have the OBS Gophers, you'd have to go by current SR. And my goodness, think about the value picks.
All of the value picks. I mean, I'd straight.
Like,
I'd take
unlike
straight to
Trey,
bronze on DPS and just play.
Who's
I,
currently
I'm like the
them.
least value pick right now based off
Yeah.
current SR. Also,
Yeah.
everyone make sure to congratulate Sully on hitting 4-2 recently.
yeah, I boosted him, I promise.
Yeah.
All me.
Oh, you. I see.
And the last MVP, we have Flop, I think is how you say it. Nominated by Marco. Accolades include Season 1 finalist, Season 2 Commissioner Award, Season 1 PMA Patricia, 2 times first team All-Pro, 2 times second team All-Pro, and 4 times All-Star. And that's all we need to say about her, because everyone knows her. Blah 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 blah.
I mean,
So
we were
we
She
just
does have this.
yeah,
So-
we were just talking about how many awards she has, so I don't think we need to state how many or different.
Everyone knows her,
award.
and
Yeah.
she's probably harassed you in DMs at least once, right?
If not in DMs in real life.
In real life,
Yeah, in
vouch
real
for
life.
that. Hard.
Definitely
Yeah.
in real life.
Harasses people in DMs, harasses people in real life, and harasses people on the Ana character. You know?
Oh my goodness.
Harasses people in game with
In real
nanobots
life.
and all that.
I'm so mad right now. There's someone
why
in
is
my
that?
Widow headshot lobby abusing a glitch bucket and hiding so well headshotting people.
No. This is why you're here.
This is why he doesn't have a camera.
I mean, I'd like to see him just straight gaming, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gaming.
Head left, head right, head left, head right.
I'm dodging the shots
IRL. Anyways,
Yeah. Straight up.
I'm gonna guess the lobby's up right now because I see a few people gamers in lobby. I don't know how full it is, but I'm assuming it's getting quite up there. All right. I think at this point then, let's talk predictions.
Yeah.
Who do we think's gonna win? I'm gonna start with you, Trey. Make a
you know,
mistake.
I think
Say
I'm
something
gonna
about it.
have to go with the Cantaloupes. You know.
All right.
So recently, my team has my school's team just recently scrimmed them. So I got a little insight into their strats,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
based off, they got some quirky stuff that's gonna happen. Some stuff that might not be inspected. I'll give a little teaser. They're gonna run Bonesy today.
Oh
right.
my goodness.
Oh,
that
really?
That guy peaked like
That's-
4.20.
Yeah. So he's a pretty powerful player, as well as Corey. They got a pretty stacked roster. So I think my money's on the Cantaloupes to win this.
All right. Now, War, what's your prediction?
I haven't played the Cantaloupes. I have played the Ringers, and the Ringers surprised me. The Ringers shocked me with how dominant they were on a lot of characters. Their team compositions were amazing, but I gotta say, the Cantaloupes, like from the first time we played them, I guess in the first week to now, completely different teams. They've only 3-0'd, and I'm saying it. Cantaloupes in 4. Cantaloupes in 4. I got them winning.
All right. The Northern Reasoning.
Cantaloupes in 4.
Say something
All
you're about to
right.
regret.
Well.
Go.
Go. Okay. Well, so yeah, pretty much same stuff that they've already said. The Cantaloupes over here, they've got only losing to the St. Michael Hawks this season. That's what I got on the website at least. With the Ringers, they got 2 under their belt. But in terms, both teams have a pretty good win ratio. But I'm gonna, both people so far. War, you said it was a 4-0 for the Cantaloupes, but I'm hoping it's going to be a close game. I always like enjoying seeing those, so I'm going to predict. I'm also going to go with the Cantaloupes, just solid players overall. And I'm going to say it's going to be a 4-2. I don't know.
All right. 4-2.
I'm hoping it's close.
And as your desk host, I'm gonna be impartial and just not predict because I don't want to regret
Sorry,
something.
but that's not allowed.
Wow!
No,
okay.
I'm desk host.
How
I'm
could
desk
you
host.
do
Yeah.
this,
I
man?
am
You can't
about
just
it.
leave us hanging.
So based
Hey.
on that, I'm assuming he's gonna say, he wanted to say Cantaloupes, but he doesn't want to make it sound like we're all predicting Cantaloupes.
I
So,
could predict
Fedora
4-2
predicts
for
the
Ringers
Cantaloupes.
if you want.
All right.
Just psychoanalyze
Hey,
who we think he's gonna predict.
I'm just saying the Cantaloupes do kind of have their like 20 map win streak right now with 3-0 everyone.
I think it might be more, but yeah.
21.
I mean, I can be over here with the both teams
a lot
have
of
fun
maps.
sign
Also,
if you
they
wanna
do kind of
predict the
scrim like
Cantaloupes.
a lot.
Uh-huh.
Like, are they
That is a
okay?
big.
Do they need
Yeah,
help?
team experience is good.
We can help you. You don't need to scream 3 times a week. It's just 1 week.
Hey, just let them game, man. That's all I gotta say.
They're just gaming. But, I mean,
They're just
keep in
gaming,
mind,
bro.
the amount of coordination you saw from the Ringers, if you watched last week's match against the Hawks, it was insane. Their rush looked so good. The ability to just stay as a team and just be fully coordinated, it might be an issue for the Cantaloupes.
Yeah, and as somebody who played against their rush and knows how absolutely dominant it is, like, I mean, the Ringers have taken the whole scrimming thing to another level too. They've been practicing, they've been getting to stronger as a team, and we could really see that. I think it's definitely a different Ringers than week 1 and a different Cantaloupes than week 1, and I'm just interested to see exactly how this plays out, because both teams have been working so hard on just staying together as a team, calling shots, making sure that everybody knows exactly what to be doing, and they've been executing perfectly, and that's why it's going to be such a great finals.
I will say I do think both teams' best comp does lie in the brawl overall. So with that, I think we might get some good brawl match. Maybe we'll see some Kings Row, which would be kind of hype.
No Kings Row in the grand finals. No, never heard of it. All right, and we do have both teams being ours, so we should hand it over to your casters in Booney himself, the commissioner of the league, and Ali Alligator.
Thank you guys so much for that amazing Gopher hole, the first ever in Gopherwatch League history. So there you go. There you have it, the desk liking the Cantaloupes matchup. It's going to be between me and Alligator here on the cast, the OG duo back at it. How are you feeling today, my guy? We got ourselves a banger match coming up here.
Oh, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be amazing. As you said, the desk favoring the Cantaloupes, and the record doesn't lie. They have been on a tear this season. But the Rialto Ringers, on the other side, they've got some very, very good players. You heard it from the desk. They've got some very good tactics. So maybe we could be looking at a surprise. I think the first map we're gonna go into is Nepal. So we'll see if the Ringers come out of the gate swinging. If they can get this surprise going, maybe we're gonna be in for an interesting grand finals.
Well, I certainly hope we are in for interesting grand finals, because this, I mean, the Cantaloupes have been kind of the team to watch this entire year. They haven't been on stream all that very much, but going for the 3-0 basically every single match, despite win or loss, like the first one they lost to the Hawks 3-0. So basically what we're seeing here, Alligator, is who wins this map is going to win the series, because that's just the Cantaloupes curse. So both teams are going to bring their A game here on Nepal. They do not want to be the one to go down and get swept here. So yeah, as we look at both these compositions, very brawl-heavy style, but a cleave comp coming out here for the side of the Ringers.
Yeah, look at that. It's very, very curious to see the difference. We're seeing, as you said, that cleave composition with that double main tank, Winston Reinhardt in this case. Of course, you get the Winston for that divey style with the Lucio as well, and the Sombra. On the other side, you're going to be looking at a lot of damage from that Symmetra from Centurion, especially with those turrets that everyone is trying to get done in the point. And already, Poke goes down.
Yeah, Poke going down there. It's a lot of damage already out of your fight here. No more cleave here. It's up Bonesy just putting in that work there on the Diva. Core's on that off angle, stopping Pneumonia there on that Sombra. But here comes the fully charged Symmetra coming at you, Centurion. Ready to put in the damage, put in the work. But the charge doesn't quite hit for Whiplash. And sent right at spawn. And Shittyfish and Bonesy pushing forward, putting on the damage. And Corey flashes the corpse for good measure. And there you have it. It's going to be an early fight win here for the Kanto Cantaloupes. And they're looking strong already.
Yeah, and this composition with the Symmetra, with the Cowboy, that Cassidy, with the Baptiste, it's a very position-heavy composition, right? So if you get a good setup, if you get those turrets where you want, if you can get your Baptiste, look at that, 80% of the amplification matrix, he could easily have that ultimate online for the fight. If you get a good position with that, you can just be shooting your Deadeye, your High Noon through there, and it can be a devastating combo. We could see another team wipe as quick as we saw in that first fight.
Yeah, and here we go. Like you said, Red Cactus been up towards that amplification matrix very quickly here, but both teams kind of poking out right now. But that's going to heavily favor Red Cactus being right up towards that. But a nice flame start from a Shittyfish. Had to shatter, lays it down, knocks down 2. And they lose Centurion though in the meantime, but losing that Baptiste is a lot of healing gone. Bonesy gets 2. Cleaning up here. Whiplash will find Red Cactus' Immortality Field, so that's out of the fight. And Whiplash not done yet, finds Red Cactus as well, so it's not one fight just yet. Bonesy with a 3rd here. The charge from Shittyfish doesn't quite find Painter, but Bonesy with a 4th. Bonesy with 5. Bonesy can they get the 6K? Let's see if they can do it. Bonesy just staggering out this enemy diva. Give him the final blow. Give him the final blow. Give him that 6K.
It's just gotta go to Bonesy.
No, Corey!
No! Yeah, okay, it's done. The Cantaloupes are losing this match. Karma is gonna get to them. Yeah, I mean, you look at what Bonesy did that fight. Just took it on the back. It doesn't matter if Centurion goes down, that Battle of the Symmetras, that Shatter is laid down by Shift to Fish. It's absolutely gigantic, but Bonesy takes over and now got that Diva Bomb. It's gonna be online very soon. And if the Shatter is built fast, they could make for a very good combo as well.
They get teleport in here, looking for that, but nice flash from Corey. Knocks Poke basically out of this fight, and here comes the wall splitting the point there from Centurion. Corey's gonna find one, Bonesy finds another shitty fish, and here comes the Cantaloupes. Just charging forward. Corey looking to put in some work with the high noon, takes down all the armor given by that beat from Macro, and 90% and counting, and the overtime wick is going to burn quickly, and the Cantaloupes start off strong here with a 100-0, and a shitty fish lays Poke down in the spawn.
Can they do anything wrong? I mean, it's just the Cantaloupes, they just played, I don't want to say the most perfect Overwatch I've seen ever, but definitely the most perfect Overwatch I've seen in a long time. And there's a reason why they are in these grand finals. There's a reason why they had such a perfect record. There's a reason why they swept how they did. And it's just nothing going well for the Rialto Ringers right now. We saw Pneumonia switching over to the Symmetra to try to match Centurion, but it just didn't work. And look at that, no composition changes at all for the Cantaloupes. If it works, if it's not broken, why change it? They're not going to change it, of course. On the other side, we see Whiplash on the Diva and Poke on the Reinhardt. So a bit of a more even composition. It's going to be very interesting to see how the Mei works here with those walls.
Yeah, the Mei's gonna try to take point control here, which is exactly what the Candles are planning for. Shitfish drops down, though. Lipper by himself right now. Might need some help. Core dropping down the Cassie, giving the assistance to that Rhino. Here comes the rush. Here from the Rialto Ringers, Immortality Fields are exchanged. So Centurion goes down, and the criticals are everywhere. Zergling's cleaning out the fight right now. And there you have it, a fight win here for the Rialto Ringers with that Mei swap. That's a bit of an early drop from Shittyfish, kind of puts him out of position and lets that Mei do the work.
Wait. Can they bring it back? Corey's going at it here. He's got a Deadeye. I think they're gonna take it back. Yeah, Bonesy's off the map. And Palladius is just gonna back out. But for a moment, I thought right there, if there is a team that can make a Lucio plus Cowboy work in that last push situation, it is definitely Cantaloupes. And look at that, they're going back into pressure so fast.
And here comes that high noon. Oh, it's perfectly eaten by Whiplash, and a huge shatter from Poke, and a response here from Shittyfish. It's a 2-for-1 trade right now in favor of the Cantaloupes, but the beat from Marco is there. The flame strike, a Shittyfish burned to a crisp. The wall was split up, but a charge. Bones is knocked to the point. The bomb is not in a good position. Bonesy has to remack, and Whiplash has one of his own. Rip back in the back, and a lot of ultimate exchange, but here comes a huge favor here for the Rialto Ringers, and Poke is swinging on point. Now Bonesy's so weak, but a huge clutch. Immortality Field out from Red Cactus, but losing out on Zergling is going to be, here comes the Cantaloupes.
How do they do it?
They're clutching this up, and Bonesy eats the Blizzard. Disaster for the Rialto Ringers that fight. What a huge clutch from the Kanto Cantaloupes right there.
They do it again and again and again. Look at that, almost at 60%, or the Rialto Ringers, considerable percentage. They were putting on a great display of Overwatch right there. But I mean, the Cantaloupes just bring it back. They get those ultimates, they utilize them properly. They do their thing, and they just roll, and they get the point back in control. Now we're gonna have to look out for the ultimates. There's Poke with the Shatter. This could be massive. If it catches enough people, especially if it catches Palladius before that beat goes out, this is surely gonna be a fight win for the Rialto Ringers.
Sure it does. Here comes the long rotation. The wall not really in the best spot. The Shatter goes down. I don't believe it knocked anybody down, and there goes the charge, the counterpin for Shittyfish. Takes down Polka's fight. The Rialto Ringers no longer have that Reinhardt. Immortality Fields are exchanged. The Mei block is used by Pneumonia, but a nice freeze. They flip the point, though. So any percentage here. Oh, but a huge Shatter knocks down 3 for Shittyfish. But I mean, if you're the Rialto Ringers, you get basically a free point flip, an extra 10%, and you force out that Shatter. So not the worst case scenario for them at all.
And it all boils down to Corey switching over to the Mei. I cannot tell you exactly when that happened with how hectic this second point has been. But that wall that raises Poke to the skies, and so the shatter, it doesn't land anything, it doesn't get anything, and that's where the fight is lost for the Ringers.
Corey's not on position. A nice beat from Whiplash. There's a lot of like split going on right now. The blizzard from Corey's on the point. Poke's gonna go down. Pneumonia responds with their own blizzard, but it's already 2 kills here for the Kanto Cantaloupes. A lot of enemies are frozen, with the Immortality Field is just in the right spot here for Red Cat to keep the team alive. And here comes all the cleave damage in the world. There's no shields you can possibly save you right there. As Centurion and Corey are sending it back to spawn. As last fight territory for either side really here. And not a lot of ults on either side to work with, so it's all mechanical skill coming up.
It's gonna have to be a massive outplay. You do have that amplification matrix from the Oli Ball. Whiplash has that Diva Bomb. If they go absolutely massive, maybe it could be a great Bamboozle sort of play. Maybe there could be something to go, but already circling go down. This is looking very bad for the Ringers.
Oh, a huge shadow from Shitty Fish knocks down 2 after the Immortality Field is broken. There's really nothing here that the Ringers can do. It's just desperate to the point, though. They do find Centurion, but it's not going to be enough, it seems, as the Kanto Cantaloupes just keep getting pick after pick on the point. The beat is there as well to clean it all up. And we got Kanto Cantaloupes taking it, and it all goes back to the excellent Maywall from Corey. An absolutely perfect placement there to knock that right out of the fight.
It was just massive play after massive play. Play of the game is gonna go Centurion as Symmetra. This is the second point before the switch. That's interesting to see. Here, I think this was the first time that the Cantaloupes went on to the point, and while they did technically get booted out of there for a brief moment right there, you mentioned it flipped mid-fight. Practically they didn't leave the point after that moment, and that is what I think is going so well for the Cantaloupes. In the first round, they forced the enemy to mirror their composition, and they won on it. In the second round, they mirrored the enemy's composition, and they still won on it. It just seems like their hero pool is so deep that there's nothing that the Ringers can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, the Ringers are having an issue adapting to all these compositions here coming through for the Kanto Cantaloupes. Now, I mean, if you're the Ringers, where do you even go? Because the brawl was looking so good for the Cantaloupes, so you can't take it to King's Road. You try to dive, but then you just open up for the Bonesy Ball. So, I mean, this is just a very tough situation to put yourselves in down 1-0 already in Grand Finals. And it already feels like a do-or-die situation here for our underdogs, as the Kanto Cantaloupes just came out swinging and they were ready to go today to play. We'll have to see exactly where they take us to on our next map, but
that map pick?
It's gonna be King's Row. I'm mistaken, I guess. They feel confident in the brawl.
Okay. That is interesting. To put it nicely, I think the Ringers are trying to throw a curveball right here for the Cantaloupes. Because, you said it yourself, the rush, we know the favorite composition right here. It should be, from what we've seen all over the season, from what we've seen in that first map, it should be in favor of the Kanto Cantaloupes. It would be the obvious thing to think, but, maybe the Ringers have an ace up their sleeve. Maybe they have something in their back pocket that we haven't seen yet, and maybe they are trying to play the mind games, because, the Cantaloupes in King's Row, I hope they don't, but, when you see a map in which you are theoretically favored, you might get cocky, and that can be your downfall. If the Ringers bring out some secret weapon right now, they wipe the floor with the Cantaloupes, it is going to be so much in favor of them. The momentum is completely going to shift, and they are going to get a massive confidence boost going into map 3.
Yes, we do have a bit of a water break here called from our players, so we're going to send over right to our map break, but when we return, we'll be seeing King's Row here. Can the Kanto Cantaloupes take us to a 2-0, or can the Ringers use their map pick to their advantage? We'll have to wait and see. We'll see you on our side of this break. everybody, and welcome back here to our map 2. We do have the R from both teams. Of course, there's going to be King's Row as we move in here. So it's going to be up to see if the Rialto Ringers can bring it back to an even series 1-1. I do apologize for myself being very loud on the last map. Hopefully this is better. I didn't want to drown on anybody, but you know, there's a lot of things going on in this prod, so I forgot the one thing that's actually important, which is audio levels. So Scuff Prod, it wouldn't be Gopherwatch League without any other way would it be a litigator.
Exactly. Exactly. Everyone loves to hear your lovely voice. If it's a bit too loud, well, they can lower their volume. I won't get tired of listening to you. I'm sure our viewers won't either. And oh wait, whoa, what is happening?
We are seeing
Rialto. What's going on?
We're looking for some Whiplash moments here, it appears, from the legendary Junkertown performance of Whiplash. We need to see that hog back, but they need to know that Bonesy's gonna be playing Doomfist if it's on DPS. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't envy any player on the Rialto Ringers right now. This guy is about to make their life a living hell. This is his map on Kings, especially if Corey's on the tank on the off tank on Zarya. He's gonna get bubbled. He's gonna get immortality fielded. Every resource we put to this man.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I was going to say it's all gonna be if Zergling gets a pick on the Widow early, but there is a Pharah switch. They're going for aerial superiority. Echo, Pharah, and Mercy. It's a very interesting tactic, but of course, the Roadhog is interesting enough. And there is Bonesy. You called it yourself, and just almost as if you spoke it into existence.
It's just not fair. I don't know how he survives. I do the same thing on Doomfist, I swear, chat, and I die instantly. I don't know how he does it. But, I mean, that's kind of expected there. He gets a kill on the option. You get the hook on him, but it's just not enough. But Corey kind of opposition here. Can they punish Zarya with no first bubble? Zarya, Corey opposition, Corey doing a bit of trolling. And with the Zarya out of the fight now, it's going to be pretty easy. Here's Pneumonia just going absolutely haywire. In the back is 2 kills. This is a huge turnaround here. What the heck happened? And then all comes with the punishment of Corey.
That is the problem. If you get caught out, that is exactly why they brought out the Roadhog. Just the hook. You hook out a player, and you basically got the point for free. We were looking at maybe if that Bonesy dominance kept on going, I was thinking maybe we're probably looking at a time back of like 30 seconds by the end of point capture. 5.5 minutes. It's just incredible. Look at that. Bonesy still trying to go into the back. Those bubbles are coming in so clutch from Poke. And it seems like the Ringers, they might have something in their back pocket, something to surprise.
I mean, yeah, they're going to push Whiplash, who got a little over-aggressive there, but they lose Bonesy, so they got no ability here to put a lot of damage out. And here comes possibly a big barrage. Actually, this goes down. The Immortality Field is just too late. And here comes the barrage blast from Zergling, but they're getting all the picks anyway. This is amazing comp swap here. A great gameplay adaptation here coming out from the Ringers. The Cantaloupes seem to have no answer. Never mind, there's your answer, Bonesy.
Yeah. As much as we like Bonesy, oh my goodness, a Meteor Strike has been committed onto the payload, trying to go a bit for that stall. I was going to say, even if Bonesy is a very good Doomfist, it's probably gonna end up going down. There you go, Pneumonia is going to find the kill at the end, and look at all this progress. It is just everything going right for the Ringers. And yes, there were some compositional changes from the side of the Cantaloupes. Some players switching positions. I think mainly Corey and Bonesy, and Vatica's Binge coming in. Look at that, the Tracer from Bonesy. Are we going to see some crazy pulse bombs for the moment? Shift to Fish, getting one.
Yeah, Shittyfish goes in the back line, gets a kill and gets a shatter as well. Stops that graph from getting any value there from Poke. The Zergling barrage, not enough. A nice immortality field out from Kerbalja there at a time just to keep the team alive. And there you have it, the 0.87 meters remaining on that capture. So a very good touch there from Bonesy on the Tracer to stop it just in time. But look at the all-bank building up here for the Cantaloupes. This could be a big hold.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. Look at that, Zergling has moved away from the Pharah and onto the Doomfist. Maybe they want to bait Bonesy back onto that pick. That it appeared to not be working for them, and I've got to wonder for the Rialto Ringers. The previous composition was working well for them. And Tracer is not a hit scan that's going to bring down the Pharah, well, maybe it's gonna bring down the Echo. I mean, I'll just shut up because Bozy's gonna just prove me wrong.
Yeah, that 1v1 there was enough to get down the Echo, but a nice engage here from Zergling. Pneumonia is going to have the duplicate, but a window from Kerbalgi along with the high note from Centurion. Could be able to get a pick. It does get poked out of the fight here. Pneumonia could look to possibly duplicate. It is still very winnable for either side here, but LFPO falling very low here. Corey has that bomb to re-mech. Whiplash just kind of hanging out on the high ground and not doing too much. Macro's going to get dived down here by Corey, and Badicus Bench going to find Whiplash. There you go, the Lucio supportal combat getting engaged here. As they come out, and it looks like the Candles are going to win. The duplicated Shatter comes down, knocks down a lot of members of the Candles, but there's no follow-up there. Zergling is there to get Kerbalgi. The Shatter from... Oh, the Shatter gets nothing! It's still very winnable here as Pneumonia and Poke return to the fight. Poke just swinging on the point, tries to get any damage here. Bozy goes down Pneumonia. Somehow, the Rialto Ringers have flipped this fight in their favor. This is incredible. The bomb from Corey is there. Will he get any kills on it? But no, the kills there just beats his life away. What was that?
Oh,
that's such a clutch one for Pneumonia.
That is all Pneumonia. That duplicate on the Echo, I was thinking, don't do these. I'm gonna have to say that you fed your brains off, that you shouldn't have committed such a valuable ult in that place. I mean, it was what was that, a 2v4, a 2v5? I don't know how they could have brought that back, but they did. The Reinhardt duplicate was absurdly perfect. Then the Shatter on the duplicate turnaround. It was just textbook duplication from Pneumonia.
And yeah, I mean, Bonesy kills 2 this fight, so that's Bonesy things on Doomfist. Oh, the counter pin for Shittyfish saves Bones' life. Oh my. What a good play. But Pneumonia's goes over to the Junkrat here against the Bonesy Doomfist, and honestly, not a bad swap.
And look at that. There's Whiplash on the Zarya, so the Roadhog is going to be gone. Poke, we saw them shifting over to the Reinhardt in the previous fight. Now, there could be a Shatter here, or a grab here. Lots of ultimates online.
Now, Shittyfish is going hyper-aggressive in the back line, does not get punished. Takes down Whiplash, and there you go. The aggressive play from Kanto. Cantaloupes is stopping his home in their spawn, and now Bones is all set up, ready for his next fight, and they had no ults going in that fight, and now the Cantaloupes have a whole bank to use. So there you have it, a nice flip there for them. But do they know Bones is up there? Bones might get a pick here if they're not careful.
Yeah, and I mean, it all starts with a Bonesy pick. The Immortality Field comes out early. They know what can happen if Bonesy gets a kill. They're very low. That's gonna be the Meteor Strike. Oh, finds Macro. The pin is going to end with his life, but I mean, you lose your Baptiste. It's going to be very, very hard to just keep going.
Oh, and a huge shadow from Poke! In response, but the beat is there, so the grabs are exchanged as well. A lot of ults are being used. Pneumonia has a tire. Listen what Corey finds 2 picks on the back of it. It's still anyone's game right now as Pneumonia goes down to Centurion, though. A clutch pick from the Cassidy. And the Cantaloupes have somehow brought it back despite Poke's heroic shatter. A nice counterplay there from Corey to find 2 picks.
And oh, Bonesy gets caught out by Pneumonia, and there's no mercy. So that's gonna be no restoration. Your main DPS goes down. If you are the Cantaloupes, you gotta be careful here. Amplification Matrix is gonna be thrown out for good measure, but look at how far ahead they're pushing.
Corey is such high charge right now, beaming down the entire enemy team. These right clicks are doing so much damage, and now Bones is in to clean up the damage, to clean up the kills, to clean up the final blows. Corey and Bonesy, the dynamic duo, the Pizza Pirates of old, come back and combine for huge kills, 5 in this fight, and now it's 1 fight territory. The time bank has dwindled away.
That is, I mean, what can you do? You have Corey gets 2 to start off the fight. That allows Bonesy to respawn to get back into the fight. Gets another 2. Corey gets 1 to finish it out. It's just unstoppable. Whiplash back onto the Roadhog trying to find something. But oh, Bonesy gets stunned onto the drop, so maybe they have an opportunity. No, never mind. Never mind.
2 huge picks from Centurion on the high noon there to combo with Bonesy. I believe he upgraded the shield at just the right time. Oh, the counterplay from Shittyfish, the pin on the Zergling. Gets a bit of a stagger on. And that's just great team play coming up for Cantaloupes as expected from the team that scrims 17 times a week.
It is going to be the end of the map, it seems, right here at least, for the attack, for the Rialto Ringers. They made a valiant effort, but last fight territory might be a bit too much to ask from them. There's going to be a Meteor Strike by the Graviton Surge. Oh, no one touches the card. Oh, you hate to see it.
Oh, that's a homegrown, grass-fed, all organic, all natural, no GMO injected Charlie Niner. That is That's tough to
Good
see
old buddy
because
Charlie making an
Zergling
appearance.
just got off the meteor strike too, so just barely enough time to touch. Oh my, but such a great first showing in the first 2 points from the Rialto Ringers, but just all collapsed at point C. As you know, most time banks on Kings Row go to die at point C, but with how good they're playing, I thought they had a chance of getting it through all the way, but Bonesy swaps back with a Doomfist, sees Zergling, call for the 1v1, and that once he's made that swap back, it was over.
Yeah, and I mean, we pointed it out. Bonesy goes onto the Tracer just to get the touch. Then as soon as Zergling goes onto the Doomfist, it's like, oh, are you challenging me? Do you want me to go onto the Doomfist back? Do you want me to wreck you again? Fine, I'll do it. Still a very, very respectable push from the card with how staggered they got and how close to spawn the Ringers were always fighting. It's almost incredible to see that the card got around the bend and it was almost in the final stretch. So we'll have to see what the Cantaloupes have here, because it's not going to be an easy feat to match what the Ringers did. No matter how good of a team they are, no matter how much they won in that fight, it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy that Torbjorn as that far. It's just basically stop Bonesy comp at this point. They just don't want Doofus to do anything. But he's doing the rollout, the funny rollout. He's doing it every single time. Doesn't get any value though, so it's a nice 5v6 on the point right now. As Zergling putting in the work on this far, almost at the barrage already, and finds Kerbology. Look at that, 85% and counting on his barrage here. Bonesy is now alone in the back line. They do lose poke though, Core, but Zergling has a barrage. Might like to chuck it down here, as they're all stuck in this little area. This could be massive if he tries to throw it down, but 8 health can't really do it. And just Centurion pokes him down with a shotgun. It's my Reaper guy, my favorite character. He's got 2 shotguns.
And no matter how good the Reaper is, you've got to look at Corey. That high charge Zarya is just going to town. The final blows haven't been there for a long time. Oh, the Shatter just to boot. Yeah. It's just too much to deal with.
The Shatter and the beat to kill 3 people. Hey guys, we gotta kill it. We gotta get his kill confirmed. We can't let him touch. But yeah, there you go. A very excellent attack in response there from the last one when the Ringers brought one back. But it is 15-second difference, so obviously the Ringers won the scrim on point A. So now it's point B's turn now.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's going to be the confidence boost that the Ringers need right now. And Corey, the unsung hero, has been on high charge for as long as I have been spectating him. I just don't want to go off of this POV. There is a solo grab trying to catch the Mercy. He's going to get the whiplash. Oh, Roadhog. So that is a very powerful ultimate. I don't want to say thrown away, because I don't think the Cantaloupes ever throw away ultimates, but it's certainly a questionable decision.
It's a questionable one. Is it Lucian Fish in the front? As well, Corey goes down. No tanks here. Now Poach's going to move forward and take the space. I mean, Bones is still alive on your back line, so you gotta play a little safe here, but you lose Fish early in that fight. Oh, but Bonesy comes in from the back line and takes down your main tank. And now we're moving in here. Bonesy going to the high ground, and we got a bit of a retreat call here for the Rialto Ringers. As they're gonna go for less fight here at B and 4% time bank. They gotta hit a big shatter or a barrage here.
Barrage has to be massive. There you go, Zergling eyeing it. Is it going to go in the back? Oh my goodness, they're juking the mind games. When is it going to come out?
Does get one. Gets elusive, so there's no more speed in this fight. But now Shinfish just swatting him with the fly swatter. But they lose Corey as well, so it looks like it's gonna be a pretty easy fight win here for the Rialto Ringers, unless Bonesy comes in with a clutch. But Zergling is going absolutely bananas in the sky here, hitting the directs and sending him directly back to spawn.
Yeah, and they said Zergling, well, just gets one with a barrage. It was also very important that they got the Lucio right there. Batiga's bench was low on health because the barrage got cancelled after, what, half a second of casting it? Not even that, like after a 10th of a second after casting the barrage. That was a very, very good stun from Centurion, but that was just a tad too late. Zergling says, it doesn't matter. I'll just go get my ultimate back, gets 2 pigs, and closes out the fight on its own.
Bonesy slams in and kills him in the sky! With the Marcel fight, the Shatter comes down, but only finds a bubble as well as a shield. It's 1 for 1 right now, so 2 for 2, 3 for 4. It's such an even fight right now as both teams are trying their best to bring it back, but the Shatter comes down and slams Whiplash, but Pneumonia killed 2 in the back already. It's just Corey and SHD versus Pneumonia. Will it be enough as Zergling returns? Corey has that Graviton Surge. Will he elect to use it here? I don't think he needs it. Just so much charge, so much energy. They're grabbing. Woohoo! That clutch going nowhere. But Marco has to fly into touch. Poke does find Shitfish though. Is this fight not over yet? Oh, but both is in your back line. Takes down 2 on the way back. And despite Macro's best attempts, Corey is just too clutch on the Zarya.
Yeah, and that was a great shatter as well from Shifty Fish. Whiplash was trying to pull the members away, trying to separate. I don't know who it was. I couldn't catch it with that whole hog. But then the shatter comes in huge, cuts the ultimate in half. It's just superb gameplay right here from the Cantaloupes. There maybe was a composition that could face them, but look at that. They're just gonna push. There was nothing the Rialto Ringers could do there, honestly.
Yeah, a bit of a rough position for him right there at the end. And, you know, now you're down 2-0 in the series, and Corey forming up the play of the games with that high charge.
Why does it not surprise me? Why does it not surprise me? Look at that.
Oh, my.
There's just a double with the alternate fire plus the 1 kill to finish the fight here. I think, well, it didn't cash in on the play of the game. Still, Corey going absolutely massive. I was telling you, there you go. 37 high energy kills. He was permanently between 90 and 100. And with the Zarya like that, I don't think you're ever going to lose a game.
Probably not. No, when you're playing like that as well as you were there. But it's looking kind of rough now. Down 2-0 here for the Rialto Ringers, and you took them to your map pick there. You know, Nepal was their pick, so whatever. We lost it. LOL. We come back harder. And then they swap out, you know, kind of their, I guess, quote-unquote A team. And you know, because Badicus Bench hasn't seen too much playtime, especially on support. That seems like an off-roll for him here. And they came in and still had such a dominant performance. And we don't even need a map break here because they've already selected a Route 6, so they want to get going here. Route 6, I believe, was a good map here for the Rialto Ringers in yesterday's game against the St. Michael Hawks. I believe they took that in a very close one in overtime, using the trade strat to their advantage. But I don't know what you can do if you're the Rialto Ringers, because you're not playing a bad game per se. It's just the Cantaloupes are just playing that much better than you. It's just their coordination, their everything, their ult usage, their tracking, their target focus, it all seems on point today.
Yeah, and you said it against the St. Michael Hawks, the #1 seed, the Rialto Ringers. They thought they might have a chance here in the grand finals, but for the moment, it has been all Kanto Cantaloupes. There are going to be more compositional changes right here. Badicus Bench moving over to the tank role. Corey back on that DPS. And Kerbology and Rectactus getting subbed in as well for that support line. So I think it goes to show that the Cantaloupes, they have that much team depth. They trust that even, as you said, if it's not your A team playing, they are going to perform well. We just saw it on King's Row. We might see it again on Route 66.
And, you know, shout out to the Kanto Cantaloupes making my life an absolute living hell by having to swap out like 17 of your players every single game, so the Cam's got to swap all over the place. We'll send us to a quick map break, and when we return, we will see Route 6 between Rialto Ringers and Kanto Cantaloupes. Will we go to match point, or will we go to halftime with a 2-1 series? Stay tuned for more.
beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it.
Alright everybody, welcome back to the Gopherwatch League Grand Finals. We are at map 3 right now. We had to change the cams around a little bit because why not? So as we move in here to our next map, it is going to be Route 66. And hopefully we'll see the Rialto Ringers kind of bring up that magic that we saw yesterday. But you know, because when you go Route 66, you're kind of expecting that long range hit scan. And you know, Corey is pretty good on that Ashe character and that Cassidy, but we'll have to see what they have planned up their sleeve, because a double flyer, it's not working. They gotta swap something. It's not working. You're playing double flyer into Doofus and still lost. Like, something's not going right here. You gotta play your comforts more, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that anything the Cantaloupes do is just impossible to counter for the Rialto Ringers. And we see maybe Zergling trying to bring out the Widowmaker for that first initial shot, but we also saw that on King's Row and didn't end up being so. This might just be the tease of what's to come. On the other side, we know the pigs are permanent, so it's gonna be Corey. Actually, not on the hit scan, but on the projectile flying Echo. So Mercy Echo, look at that aerial threat, and Centurion there, almost as if to counter their own Echo, is going to be on the Soldier 76, and no main tank. No textbook main tank, if you will. Badkus Bench on the Sigma and Bonesy on the Zarya. We'll have to see how that develops. No main tank on the other side as well. Poke on the Diva and Whiplash on the Roadhog. And no Widowmaker. I'm sad.
Of course, we wanted to give a shout out to the people at the watch party there on your live screen. You can see them. You know, it's been a pretty interesting game if you're a Cantaloupes fan, but if you are a Rialto Ringers enjoyer, you've certainly been struggling to watch this one, but hopefully your team can bring it back here as we move in to Route 66. Badkus has been taking control of the gas station at the moment, and not really a lot of changes already coming through here. A full dive competition. We're playing for Nano Blade, and I mean, if you Bat Chest Nano Blade, I love it. Chills. I just can't wait for it. I'm excited already.
Oh, look at that pneumonia going for the Echo.
The anti-air artillery in effect here.
I mean, if that doesn't show confidence, I don't know what does.
Yeah, looking for that dash up, looking for that dive. Corey's gonna find Whiplash, so it's the Diva already out of mech. Corey in the backline, just an absolute menace. Try not to die to the Baby Diva, though. It's a pretty hard challenge, and Whiplash gonna get that mech right back, though. So it's not done just yet, and all for progress is here. So, pretty slow push here, pretty slow defense here for the Kanto. As the dive looks to engage up on the high ground. Looks like he can't find anything, see the can't get anybody out, but there you go, Bones is there to clean up and keep the support in the game. As Catch is forced to drop. And yeah, the dive comes in, and this comp is built for you to walk into them. They were plenty fine letting the cart push a little bit, but the second you came at them, they're ready for you.
Yeah, and I don't know, that's gotta be some sort of record. The first kill of the game, this game number 3, happened when there were only 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the timer. It was from Bonesy into Poke, if I am not mistaken. That Winston, one of the key pieces of the dive going down. As you said, this composition is just waiting for them, and that's why they are pushed so far back. And we saw it. It doesn't matter if they allow the Ringers to get a lot of progress. They did that on King's Row as well. They ended up getting that push, no problem. Corey dropping low, though, might be a problem.
The duplicate is in from Corey, jumps in the support line in the back. It's just an Ana and a Zen. Oh, but they do find Herbology, though. So no pocket. Here comes Ammonia with the Nano Blade. Gets one. And that's all he's going to get. But it does force out the Graviton Surge. It's not done just yet. But Corey with the Jiggle Physics. Not what I was to say there, chat. With the Primal Mechanics. I'm going to stop talking.
He's losing his mind.
Poke with a nice juggle there. Under Cat just takes that on the fight. Oh, but Macro, they're around the back, gets the kill with the orbs on the course. And now they do force that back out from Kerbaji, going for the resurrect here. Gonna get it on the course. Now the Echo is back in the fight. Badkus Bench does have that Vedic Plus to come in. Marco almost has that Princess wiggle in time. I don't know, but Badkus Bench falling extremely low. Might have to use that Flux to stay alive here. Gets out with just enough time. Marco now has a trans to respond. Here comes a grab, but there with the trans, and look, it's Marco, and he does with the trans. The Dio walks into it. Here comes the tactical visor up from Centurion in the backline. Will find one, finds two. The tactical visor, the old man still got it. Centurion Overwatch will get a kill, and there we go. About all the ults in the world invested for the Cantaloupes, but a hold is made.
Yeah, indeed, a hold is made. The Cantaloupes are having a field day, and so is Chad Booney is getting torn apart right there. But you know, it happens when you're casting. You just gotta speak your brains out. You gotta have no fear. That is exactly what the Ringers had. Absolutely no fear. Unfortunately, the Cantaloupes are teaching them what that F word is.
And here it goes, they eat this force over Vatican's bench falls to weak, and they lose Centurion on the Nano Bonesy here, but they've already lost for Cactus, and here comes the bomb over the top of it. Will the res be enough? They drew drop off the high ground, but no kills are made. But they find Kerbology. Both sports are down in this fight right now. And now it's just Vatican's bench trying to hold on the car by himself. Pneumonia will get that kill on the Corey with that big long-range beam. And it looks like at the clutch moment at the 12th hour, the Rialto Ringers are going to get this point and are going to push us to point B on Route 66.
That was tight, and look at that. Only 2.5 minutes right there. Bonesy is going to get killed. So they're gonna get a bit staggered. Well, not really staggered, but you know, this is not the place where you want to be, because that spawn for the second point of Route 66 is very, very far away. So it's gonna be quite a bit of a walk, but with Cactus getting pneumonia, it's gonna give a bit of breathing room for the Cantaloupes right here. And Zergling trying the hunt, so we haven't seen this hero played at all in the finals yet, at least not that we caught, and maybe it will work now.
Yeah, I mean, Corey just held the point by himself in the door, just with the mercy pocket, just stood there, and now, oh no! Oh, he gets stuck behind the door! The door closed on him, but 2 kills already come through here for the Kanto Cantaloupes. The bomb is already formed up here by Corey. The bomb goes down, gets 0 kills. I mean, what is this attack right now? They're in the backline, they're in their own spawn fighting this. They do get the fight, get the kill on the Corey, but the fight's still happening on point as Bones is gonna find Whiplash. And I mean, you turn around and kill Corey, but you lose some people in the front line, and you can't push Corey at all. So maybe you get another fight. It looks like maybe engage here early. Ready to go. Pneumonia is going to duplicate the Sigma. It looks to go in here. Zergling falls extremely low, but will get healed right back up. Pneumonia trying to farm that gravitic flux here on that duplicate. But Corey has returned with the beam. Here comes the beam. It's just enough. It just reaches Pneumonia. It tickles him out of that duplicate form. And here comes Vatican's bench with his own gravitic flux. Won't get any kills, but does take them all very low. Corey finds Pneumonia for the Echo Diff. The Mercy Pocket is too strong. And Zergling trying to put some work with the Storm Arrow. Marco falls streaming the falls. And now it's just the staggers here on point. Zergling's gonna find Red Cactus. And Bonesy gets anti-force to purple out of there. I mean, Zergling is very weak, but can he get taken out? Oh no, but Vatican Bitch is getting punched. This fight is still going on. This is so scrappy right now, but this is exactly what the Cantaloupes want with their composition. Is they're finding the picks, they're finding the kills, and you're just bleeding away your own time bank right now by not resetting.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was gonna say. The longer this fight goes on, the better for the Cantaloupes. They've got the closer spawns, they've got the ultimate advantage. They started building those early. They have the nano boost, the tactical visor. That nano visor, sorry, is going to be online as soon as I say it. There he goes, gets 1 onto Pneumonia, gets 2 onto Macro. Will it find a third one as overtime ticks down? The sleeve onto the Soldier 76 poke does get 1, and I took over this cast as same as the Rialto Ringers are trying to do, but there is just no taking over the Cantaloupes. They're gonna get their picks. Centurion with an absolutely massive last fight, gonna get some more kills here to boot, or maybe not. Last overtime takes down. That is only 1 point captured and 55.12 meters pushed for the Rialto Ringers.
And yeah, I mean, you saw on the cam there on Bonesy, just that gentleman's forehead, just the absolute brain power at work behind him to track so well on the Zarya. But I mean, yeah, that last fight by Centurion. Yeah, I was watching Bonesy for the grab, but Centurion gets Q with the nanovisor, so huge. Glad to see the legs back in action and Gopherwatch League. But yeah, but to be fair, if you are the Rialto Ringers, you are fairly pleased with how you got past point A, considering how stalwart that defense was. The Iron Curtain was in effect, but you did manage to break it at just the right time to get over in overtime. So it's not done just as of yet, but it's going to be tough to bring it home. They're going to need a pretty stellar defense, and now Bonesy is going to play in the Wrecking Ball, and this could spell doom for them. They have not seen this yet at all this entire series.
Oh my good. Yeah, no. I'm gonna hold out. Maybe those. No, I was gonna say maybe those are spawn picks. But it's just exactly the same composition that they played before, bar the Bonesy ball. With a difference from Zarya. I guess there's a composition you could say Sigma balls. But we won't talk about that. On the other side, we see May coming out here in Route 66. I don't know how the cold is going to work here in the middle of the desert, but the cowboy might have the advantage. Maybe Zergling can go to town on these Cantaloupes.
And here comes that close hold here from the train car for the Rialto Ringers. That's what they were planning, but it looks like this kind of the oh, never mind. That's what the Cantaloupes were kind of planning on there. As Bonesy goes in, tries to do a bit of a disruption, but there's walk on the backline. Red Cat just goes down. A good coordinated dive there from your May and your Ryan. Not exactly what I was saying here, but every pick they get here out of the spawn is going to be advantage. Corey is putting in the work, taking the tanks out of this fight. And despite the picks going in your favor, it's going to be pretty rough to hold any longer. Pneumonia is trying to charge and get anything done. Trying to build that blizzard perhaps for the defense. But now there's dying on point. They're calling the reset. And it's broken. And you only get about a minute off the clock if you're lucky.
Yeah, well, that was a valiant attempt from the Rialto Ringers. They managed to get the job done. They got Bonesy on that Wrecking Ball very early, so they didn't allow that Wrecking Ball dive sort of to progress. You know, you can solo dive in this kind of competition because, you know, the Baptiste is always going to be there to bail you out with the Immortality Field. You can even have your Mercy fly to you on that Guardian Angel. Still, no composition changes for any teams. They're playing well. They're both playing their game. They're both doing what they want. Except the Ringers, they were on overtime for the first point capture. And look at that, almost 3 minutes are left on the clock, and the Cantaloupes have pushed this, but Zergling gotta go massive on the Deadeye.
Yeah, Zergling gonna find that Echo of Mercy in the sky, takes out that damage. Oh, but Bonesy's gonna find pokes on Dungeon but however, Cat's going down. 1 minute's fight pretty difficult here for Badicus Bitch to clutch up, especially with a May in your face. Bonesy doesn't manage to get out with their life, but yep, you are going to win that fight there off of the Zerglings. Oh, the backpack is putting in effect here. Zergling's gonna get taken down, but a little bit too low. Oh, but here we go. The duplicate on the May. Let's find over yet. Corey finds another. Corey finds two. Has a blizzard already. Okay. Just chucks the blizzard up. Don't know if he gets anybody.
Wow. I don't know. We see the Wrecking Ball here in this map, but that was pretty ballsy. Apologies, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on the main broadcast, but you know, it was very risky, taking into account that D.Va was there with the defense matrix to swallow it. But Centurion, you're not gonna swallow that visor. I mean, he's just doing everything right now.
Oh, a huge flex from Tomer. Listen, them all in the air. But the Immortality Field is just in time for the only ball. And here comes the beat from Marco. Oh, but a big slam from Poke. Knocks down two. But Badicus Bench gets out with 1 HP. Badicus Bench just trying to stay alive. Kerbology using that Valkyrie to get back for spawn fast enough to keep the team in this fight. And it looks like they'll be there just in time. And they'll get the res on the Centurion. So there you have it. Somehow the Cantaloupes, despite Zergling, will get the... And Bonesy has yet another minefield. This fight builds out so effectively, so quick, and gets 2 kills. 2 minefields, 2 kills. And there you have it. It's 55 meters of standing in the way of the Cantaloupes and getting match point.
And this is dangerous right here. Look at that. Bonesy pushing with the Wrecking Ball. This is exactly what they wanted this composition for. Now, they can just snowball so much. They have the power to do it. You've got, we said it, the Mercy Pocket is just gonna follow you. And even though Pneumonia was trying to freeze Bonesy, it was just the Mercy flying to the rescue, the Baptiste as well from long distance. Even though, Rectact has moved over to the Ana for this point. Maybe they want to take into account the sleep. Maybe for Zergling, that's now moved over to Soldier 76. You're not gonna need to sleep a character that's dead.
They were so split there. There's 3 of them sitting in spawn, 3 of them on the point. I don't know what's going on here. So the Candlestick advantage, they get 2 picks. And this, the Shatter comes down, does get Corey, I believe, on the floor, but Corey just can't get out with his life. He's taken out, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. The only ball goes down as well. Marco's going for the touch, and here comes Centurion with that with the visor in the back line. Just pelting out the damage, and Bonesy slams him down. It's just the Ana trying to deal with Marco on the cart, and they are going to get it. And it looks like we're going to a 3-0 advantage here. Match point for the Cantaloupes as we head into match time. Or halftime, I suppose.
Yeah, it was almost painful to see right there Macro trying to contest the point, and then Cactus on the Ana, absolutely great sleep, waits it out completely as possible, knows the healing is going to be there from the Mercy, and Bonesy here getting the double with the minefield. It was a bit fortuitous, you drop the minefield onto the point, and you hope that someone walks into it, but they kind of have to walk into it, so it was a good decision right there by Bonesy, of course. Absolutely amazing gameplay from everyone in the Cantaloupes, and that is the reason why they are on series point. Could we see our sweep for the Gopherwatch League Finals Season 5? Would this be the first sweep in a Grand Finals here in the Gopherwatch League?
I believe it would be if it goes through. So the Rialto Ringers looking to not make history today and avoid getting swept. Perhaps a huge reverse sweep could be in the making, but let's head over to our halftime desk. Give me and Alligator just a little bit of a break. So we're heading over to the Gopher Hole. The gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much, casters. Welcome back to the Gopher Hole, presented by. Can I get a drum roll from my friends?
Do you want crunchy drum roll? Do you want crunchy drum roll?
Yeah.
Well, if you want. All right.
All right, presented by Vicky's Shooting Range. There we go, blast.
A little
Anyways,
loud, I'm sorry.
nah, it's fine, it's fine. Well, I need to turn my camera back on. I just remembered. Give me a second.
Come on, man.
Oh,
You can't be
Bonesy.
dropping the ball like that.
Not be dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cantaloupes winning pretty handily here. So far, both times there's been a payload. The Ringers haven't pushed it to last, and the Cantaloupes have just pushed it on through. Bonesy, Corey, just kind of insane gamers. Been seeing some fatty shatties throughout the games though, so that's always good to see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like Bonesy's gotta just do it a lot, as Bonesy normally does. But you also gotta give credit to all of his teammates. Is the support he gets from both Rect Cactus and from Kerbology and from
And Corey when he's on the Doomfist, getting those bubbles.
yeah, the bubbles. He just enabled. He's just full and enabled.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, that's pretty much what's going to win you these games. If you enable the person that's going to get that value, that's going to win you the games.
Yeah. I will say though, if you are a Ringers fan, don't lose hope. There's still, another map, maybe potentially another 4 maps could come through. They could potentially get a reverse sweep.
I think they need to find a win condition. They need to find something that they can work towards.
I think personally, here's my take: they should swap to dive. Only play try to play as much dive as possible. Put Nya on the Genji, and only go for an Anablade. I think that's your win condition at this point. I think they have you beat at this point, so you might as well lean into something.
I feel like they're
pretty much
worrying a bit too much about Bonesy, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, we were discussing it amongst ourselves. If you worry too much about one player, you're gonna be distracted from the other 5 teammates on their team.
Yeah.
So deal with the problem, but don't make it your entire life.
They're trying to make it a 1v6, right? But it's Bonesy. It's Bonesy.
Bonesy's gonna win those 1v6.
Bonesy can, yeah.
That's going to happen.
How about instead you take the 5v6, huh? Just a thought.
Just avoid Bonesy and just run away from Bonesy, and then they have such a good brawl. Well, if Bonesy's not battling against them, then they could win a 5v6, then deal with Bonesy.
Yeah, I will say though, let's say you do go for the Nano Blade strat. Let's say they plan to counter it. At this point, you're down 3-0 in the series. You gotta find something to lean into.
Yeah,
you gotta find
change it up at the very least. Get something that they're not going to really expect.
Maybe they expect a Nano Blade off cooldown, but
I mean, if you see Genjiana, that's
you're not winning right now. You're not winning right now, anyways. So
I mean,
that's
personally,
the main thing.
It's totally not biased. I think Bastion Ana would win every single game. Totally not biased. But yeah. But yeah, straight up, Genji, Mr. Nyoi is really good on the Genji character. So if you enable, the Cantaloupes are enabling Bonesy and Corey both to just pop off. Why not do the same? Why
Yeah.
not counter fire?
Just
That's
slam resources
how that
into
saying
Logan
goes.
and hope it goes well.
Yeah, I
Pretty
mean,
much.
you just gotta find something, because I don't know. I just feel like that the ringers are just not ready. I feel like they are boomed going into this match maybe a little bit, just being like, oh, let's play against Bonesy. That's not gonna be fun. Oh wait, these guys stream three times a week. Oh, that's not gonna be fun. But you saw if you watched last game they played, they planned so well for the Hawks. They looked so good. Their coordination was so good.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I'm trying to think back to when my school's team scrimmed the Cantaloupes. How did we win maps? Honestly, you could just run some May. I think you just start running Sim May. Honestly, I think when my team played, we had some of the best success playing Sim May comps.
Can you say
maybe-
Sim May one more time?
Maybe if you put some resource into the Sim May, and
What?
maybe
What is
Sim May
that?
will prove to prevail.
What is
They
that, like
have such a good
Ice
Sim
Wizard,
May.
right?
Yeah, the Ice Wizard comp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
because
was it Ice Witch? I don't know.
Zap.
I think it was Ice Wizard, but like, yeah, that's what we played. Maybe they go into that, but by default, Logan's a Genji player. Might as well slam resource into your Genji.
Yeah,
That's the
I
only
mean,
way Genji can succeed as it is, so might as well try it.
Yeah.
I just think they need to play to their own strengths a bit more. I feel like maybe also
Straight up.
they need to not dedicate more than one or two people to look at Bonesy. I feel like them dedicating 6 people to look at it is just letting the rest of his team do everything. But if you just, either just have a diva,
Yeah.
ooh, a diva,
have the
ooh,
option.
It's
Goes
crazy on the Doom. Might as well get him on deep.
I've been
We might have
informed
no
by chat
sound.
that we have no sound on stream.
Interesting.
No! How could this happen?
Are you back?
Sound back,
Sound is
sound
back.
back, sound back.
Sound is back.
I'm back,
Hello,
I'm
back.
back.
I am sound.
Hello, sound. I'm
Hello,
back.
sound. I'm back.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness.
what I
Okay,
said,
okay.
get Bonesy onto Diva.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if Bonesy's on Diva, he's playing to beat your win condition, right? He
See-
knows your win condition. He's gonna go after your win condition.
Bonesy
feel like-
Diva might have rolled first map.
I
But
feel like
Bonesy Zarya on Doom roll
I-
everywhere else.
I feel
Yeah,
like if
pretty
Bonesy's
much.
not on Diva, he doesn't think you have a win condition.
So, what map pick do you guys expect from the ringers going into this next one? Because I
Do
mean,
go
I believe
to
they have the
2CP?
choice.
2CP is vetoed. No map pick, so.
So it's
Oh,
what?
yeah, that was
Back on-
hybrid?
Hybrid.
Yeah,
I
so it
can
would be
vote
going to hybrid.
Hollywood, Kings Row. They go
Personally,
Blizzard,
I
right?
wouldn't want to see I wouldn't
They go
want to see
Blizzard World?
Eichenwald.
I
Blizzard World is
don't
probably
think
the
you-
best bet if we're thinking.
Wait, what about Numbani?
Umbani?
I think you take him Numbani.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. The dive on Umbani would be
Numbani-
really big.
Yeah, but do people like playing on Umbani? So are they gonna play it?
I think
Really?
objectively they should play Numbani because I think that's good for Genji. I know Whiplash likes playing Monkey.
Corey's
I
very
mean,
good on
objectively,
Numbani, though.
yeah.
I feel like if they want to run dive, they have to go to Umbani. If they want to
Yeah.
do even something more special and run double shield, they go Blizzard World. But I
Straight
think
up,
Umbani's
like-
their best play.
Those are probably their best. Like, I do agree Numbani is going to be their best bet to win this running dive, but if people will actually play that, if people want to play that, we'll see. I
You know
don't
what
know.
the best map in the game is? They should have went Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Straight up, I think they
go
should have picked
Paris.
Paris.
Go Paris. Go
I was gonna
Paris.
say they go Paris, man.
Go Paris right now.
It's so pretty.
Pick Paris right now. You won't. All right. Anyone else have any other talking points they want to say before we maybe send us to a break?
I'm just
Uh,
wondering, what do you guys think was like the pregame meals for these players? Like, you think
Pregame
anyone got like a
meals?
good pregame
Meals?
meal?
I don't
I
think Corey
mean-
has eaten all day.
I was gonna say we're talking about gamers here. Are they gonna really eat? I mean, I know Macro had some pasta or something. I could see it on the cam. So, like, I don't know what he had, but he had something.
Bonesy had the souls of his enemies.
There you
I have
go.
not
He's
eaten
still
since-
eating the souls of his enemies as we speak in these
nom
maps
nom.
right now.
I have
Yep.
not eaten since 10 a.m. So
Um,
I'm vibing. Hungry.
I just
I think
realized
I'm right there
Bonesy
with you,
changed
I'm
his
gonna be
camera
honest.
angle. Holy smokes! Why is he in a dungeon?
You don't want to be in
Why not, man?
this dungeon.
I would still be in the basement
Bonesy's
if the
dungeon,
outlets didn't just
no!
break. So.
I don't want to be there.
You like how we got a little quiet. So. Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's gonna be all for us here from the Gopher Hole. I think we're gonna send it either back to the casters or maybe to a break, and we'll come back with the cast when that break is over. Thank y'all for tuning in. Have a good rest of your grand finals.
These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it. These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it. purest. Roll it, roll it. These beats are the purest. Roll it, roll it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Gopherwatch League Grand Finals. We are in a 3-0 right now here for the Kanto Cantaloupes, but we have an opportunity for a reverse sweep club, the first one in league history for the Grand Finals if it does happen. And we do have our next map, which it is, in fact, going to be Numbani. So here's where all the hopes and dreams lie for all the Kanto Cantaloupes deniers and haters out there, for all the Rialto Ringer supporters, but we'll have to wait and see if they can pull it out. We got something new if they are, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. The Rialto Ringers are on the verge of making history, but for all the wrong reasons. They could be the first team to ever get swept on a Gopherwatch League Grand Finals, but they could also make history, as you said, by being the first team to reverse sweep a Gopherwatch League Grand Finals. There have been some changes on the side of the Kanto Cantaloupes. It's still Baticus Binch and Bonesy on the tank, Corey and Centurion on the DPS, and Neo Palladius subbing in for Kerbology, with Wrecked Cactus rounding out the support line. On the other side, Poke, Whiplash, Pneumonia, Circling, Macro, and the only ball, the lineup you already know for the Rialto Ringers, who are going to try to bring it back here in Numbani. Of course, we have vetoed 2CP. The teams have agreed to do that, so we're going to play another hybrid map.
Yeah, and it's everybody's quote-unquote favorite non-2CP hybrid map. It's like, yeah, we view a 2CP. Okay, pick Numbani. We take our veto back. At least that's what it would be for me, because, yeah.
Yep.
But we're going to Numbani anyway. We're not playing 2CP, because, I mean, we saw it yesterday. It was 6-5 for the St. Michael Hawks. The Rialto Ringers prize didn't want to do it anymore, so we're going in here. It's going to be double bubble versus a standard dive composition, but Corey on the Ash on that defense could be devastating. Or it starts with a headshot.
Yeah, you mentioned it on Route 66, the long-range hit scan could be clutch, but look at that. Careful with Pneumonia on the Echo, because those sticky bombs can bring you down very, very fast.
Here comes Zerglin trying to put some damage in Bonesy, but the cleanup is there as Corey has that pocket, has that damage. He's burning them all down. Centurion's gonna clean up the kill feed though, and shove him out. Bones is gonna go even further in, try to get some more kills. And finds a macro on the back end of it. And what swaps do we see? Nambonia's gonna go to that, the Genji guy, and try to get that Nano Blade built up. We'll have to see if it works.
Well, maybe that Nano Blade that they were talking about in that halftime show, maybe that's the surprise that they need. One curiosity about that previous fight, up until Bonesy's final kill, that incidentally was also the final kill of the fight, only the DPS had gotten picks, and like, you know, they're the damage stealers, they should be the ones getting final blows, but it is not really that common to see only kills by the DPS, and now look at that, Corey already has a bomb.
Yeah, huge dynamite there. Right as that fight began, it puts the bomb right down Main Street. So it's gonna be very hard for supports to do anything here, because they're just stuck right now. They can't do anything. Oh no! The only boss walks into the bomb! Zergling taking a nap up on the high ground. Bonesy to get nano. Here comes the slider for the Doomfist. Perhaps a kill on Red Cactus. Red Cactus is gonna go down. But Bonesy is there to eat the retreat punch. And has that promotion for next fight. And yeah, that's another solid fight win there for the Cantaloupes. It all goes back to that big sleep on Zergling as well as the bob down main.
Oh, and the stall onto Whiplash. Maybe Pneumonia has to be careful not to go down here, because, you know, those damage boosted Ashe headshots can be very, very dangerous. And we know Corey ain't missing his shots. So very, very dangerous right there with the Ashe. Now, the Dragon Blade is halfway through. The Nano Boost is already online, so maybe you want to nano your Winston to try to go for this Primal Rage?
Oh, that Pneumonia gets burnt and then deflects right into a Winston Cleave, so nothing they can really do there. Has to retreat. Here comes her from Poke. Will have that Nano Boost engaged. Might be able to build that towards that Primal very quickly here. The Primal, or the Visor comes out from Centurion on the low ground. And I mean, both are just punching Poke around. Just beating him into the corner. It's monkey out monkey violence. There's not what you want to see when you kick your kids to the zoo. But Zergling finds two, so not just yet. Right? And now here comes the return punches from Poke onto Bonesy. But the only punch I see here is from Zergling. Just putting in the work on this Doomfist. Another final blow for him in the kill feed. It's not over just as of yet. The Rialto Ringers have not heard no bell. And Zergling is bringing him back. Single-handedly, the backpack has been engaged.
Oh, 4K in that fight. Absolutely. Well, 5K if you count the Bob. Absolutely massive from Zergling in there. You were saying also, very interesting situation that we saw right there with Poke. Almost got pushed too far back into the backline for giving the redundancy, and then gets a Primal Rage, disrupts everything at the same time. Zergling gets those two, and now it's gonna be the Diva Bomb, the Meteor Strike, and the Dragon Blade online for the Rialto Ringers. On the other side, only Diva Bomb and maybe a Nano Boost could be earned in this fight.
And here comes Zergling in the back on the Ashe on the out, but Poke's gonna go down already. Here comes a Dragon Blade from Pneumonia as well. They cannot kill Corey! This pocket is just simply too good! Corey cannot fall! The immortal Corey! What a play from Neopaladius to keep Corey up in that fight. Oh my goodness.
The Mercy Pocket too strong. I don't think Corey has died a single time in this map, and I am not surprised, honestly, with this stellar Ashe gameplay that we're seeing. Almost Valkyrie gonna be online here for Neopaladius, so not just gonna be able— oh, there it is. As soon as I say it, Corey dies. Caster's Curse at its finest, so I will just shut up and let you take it.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna jump in there and take down that Ashe, which immediately now Bonesy is now completely separate from the team and goes down. Zergling on that Reaper, takes down that huge planky man in the back. The Australian is down, but Whiplash gonna get rocked and taken out of the fight. But a huge anti-nade from Red Cactus on the entire dive here. But they're gonna go further in here, and they get the point. They just keep off it. They just find this little room, and they kind of forget the objective of the game. The Cantaloupes. And there you go, 3 minutes in time bank and counting. Perhaps a bit of a rebirth here after halftime from the Rialto Ringers.
And Zergling on the Reaper, we hadn't seen previously. Oh, Whiplash is gonna get DMX right there. If they get the Diva stall, it could be dangerous. Not gonna happen though. Maybe the Zergling Reaper that we saw earlier in the series didn't work. Maybe it is what they want to do right now. Oh, look at Bonesy trying to go for the whole hog flank. Oh, from the top row. Isn't going to be able to find anything for Say but Centurion with 3 picks right there. And there's a Nano Boost onto Bonesy. What is going on?
Yeah, I did not That was, I mean, Poker just, I don't know, he doesn't know what to do, just running around and jumping around and batting thin air. Because that's a very scary Nano Hog. You might have 1,000 HP as a Nano, or Primary Winston, but you really ain't got nothing to make for that. We also have Nano Blade here, though, for the side of the Rialto Ringer. It's not done just as of yet. Centurion wants to counter it with a visor, but a huge trip from Bonesy. Can poke it out with the leg. Yes, they do. Whiplash to the bottom overhead. Not really doing too much, but keeps Poke alive in this fight, and they're going to go in here, potentially with a Nano Blade. The hook in is there, but oh, Zergler's gonna find Bonesy with that Reaper, takes him down. Pneumonia has that blade. Here comes the Nano Blade going in. The dash up in the sky. One swing, two kills. No, one kill. There you go, 2 kills. Finally, both sports taken down by Pneumonia, and the Ringer's gonna keep pushing forward.
I mean, just great job from them. Everything is going well for them. Zergling also baiting that Death Blossom, trying to go into the backline, chasing Centurion almost all the way to the back. Now the teleporter here into the backline. Here, is it going to drop? No, it isn't. Bonesy gets one with a whole hog. Now here comes the Death Blossom, but the Immortality Field is good, or is it? Gets one. Bonesy gets another one. Pneumonia on the trade. Corey brings one back, but Macro's Brigade is too strong, and Vatica's bench was low, and I think the Ringers are going to do it for the first time in the grand
finals. The red from Macro could be it.
Going all out. Will they find the point capture? 0.06 meters. There it is, the 3 points for the first time in the grand finals for the Rialto Ringers.
And they get over a minute too. They could potentially go to, if they push all 3 points and get to 0 seconds, they got that winnable situation for them. So there you go. And honestly, on Ambani, getting any time on the bank after 3 points is astounding because of how bad point C is for the attackers. So a great showing there from the Rialto Ringers. They had a couple off fights there, but once they had those combos there, those all combos, and their coordination seemed back at it like it was yesterday against St. Michael Hawks, they got the kills and they cleaned them all up. Bones and the Hog could not do more, could not stop their aggressive attack, and here we have it. The Ringers looking the best they have all series, honestly, and I mean, not a moment too soon, I guess.
Exactly. If they're gonna do it, they have to do it here. And as you said, 1 minute, 12 seconds to be precise on their time bank. We are guaranteed an overtime round or extra rounds if the Kanto Cantaloupes are able to match this performance. Numbani, not my favorite.
There you go. All good to go. All because I said goodbye to Coomer, sadly. But that was a good big hook from Bones already on the Diva. I mean, just lose that mech immediately. Whiplash doesn't have that for this fight here for his defense. We're gonna move forward here. Looking for that kill. Potentially trying to punch Bonesy out here, but Bonesy can find Whiplash. So Octane's already got it. He gets a huge hook. Both takes her down, Bonesy. In the back line, and now here comes the pinch. As now Bonesy's in her backline. Pneumonia, though, might be able to catch him out. He's surrounded by 4 men on each side. Can Bonesy do it? No, he cannot. Bonesy. Oh, but a huge anti for Wreck Cactus. Takes down multiple members. They can't really push too aggressively. The sleep is thrown out onto Zergling, but they get there with just a barely bit 3% on the ticker. But the picks are already in favor of the Kanto on the point. Zergling will find Centurion, but Vatican's bitch is too stable on the point here. 69 HP, very nice, but Poke finds him and takes him down. So it looks like the Rialto Ringers have yet again stable here on the defense. It's just Corey and Neopleides trying to get out their lives here. But here comes the dive aggressively. They find Neopleides, and now Corey might just feed himself alive.
And I don't understand how the Kanto Cantaloupes don't win that fight, or do they? Maybe they're gonna bring it back on the regroup. We know how dangerous they are.
I mean, maybe they will, because Bonesy gets that hook, and here comes Duplicate out from Corey. The Primal's out from Popa. Corey's gonna find Marco. And now the Ana is completely zoned out the points. Now it's just a Brig just trying to survive on the point. One against many, but will the fall? The Poke will find Red Cactus, not done just, but here comes Corey. Juggling the Ana the opposite way. We could lose both Anas both to a juggle, but Bonesy can find Pneumonia. There we go. Corey and Bonesy yet against Centurion has that visor on the high ground. Here comes the Flux from Vatican's bitches. Well, they've thrown everything in to get this point. And it looks like they are going to get it here. And taken down.
And I was surprised. I said in the previous fight, the Cantaloupes had all their picks on their side, and yes, it was a scrappy fight, but I believe they had the numbers advantage. Maybe the respawns, yes, were in favor of the Rialto Ringers. Those respawn times were more favorable to them. But still, you would expect such a good team to win when they have the numbers advantage, but still, we didn't see it. Oh, look at that, Bonesy just going into the backline, going haywire with the Roadhog. I mean, there's a Bonesy in your backline. Where will he be?
Well, where your sports corpses are, that's where he'll be. I mean, and then they find Pneumonia as well, and here comes the Staggers, and just a solid cart progress is still being made here as Bonesy continues to push forward here. Trying to build up that whole hog, and the best ult in the game, and what a hook! Just, how did he get that Torbjorn? Just absolutely threads the needle to find the small dwarvish man. But here comes the Molten Core on the point, out from Zergling to try to stop this and push, but his bench is there with the Nano Boost. But Bonesy is there to capitalize as well. Both tanks are so aggressive here. They're in the backline. Their enemy spawn. Marco's off the point. Bonesy gets 2 with the whole hog. I said best out in the game. I was not kidding, ladies and gentlemen. The Nano Blade is there, but they lose the Nano part of it, as well as the Blade. And yeah, it's just Whiplash using the bomb, trying to get anything done, but just one fight territory, and they get all the point B. And look at this time bank. All right, 4 minutes, 37 seconds. It's looking rough for the Ringers, but if they can clutch it out, now's the time.
Exactly. The silver lining for them is that they are going to have extra rounds, even if the Cantaloupes get to push all the way. Thing is, with that massive time bank, it's going to have a lot of time on defense.
Ooh, big blade from Pneumonia. They all line up for him for one slash. And he takes them all down. And Centurion showing off the legs here. But Bonesy's there to help him. Oh, Bonesy with the assist from way downtown. Came out of nowhere. Call him like Al Horford or something. I don't know, basketball reference, but just came out of nowhere for the assist.
Yeah, and right here we're seeing the ultimates dwindling down. Oh my goodness. The cat got my tongue, and maybe Bonesy will get that diva. There was a big ultimate back for the Rialto Ringers a few fights ago. Now it has completely dwindled down. Instead, the advantage is all for the Cantaloupes.
And here comes the Flux up on the high ground. We'll take down that Brigida. Brigida can't do too much more. Just the last second duplicate from Corey as Centurion pops up Visor as well. So many ult speed invested here, but they want to get his point. They want to get the better time bank. And here comes the Nano, or here comes the... I looked at the Echo. I thought she was nanoed, but you know what?
The duplicate.
Yeah, the duplicate. When you glow blue like that, I'm caster brain. I just say you're nanoed. But a hook onto for the Brigida from Bonesy. Centurion's cleared the kill feed with all the final blows. He can't find the tracer, but it does not matter as his team seems to have found the point. And there you go. Gets the kill. Bonesy gets that hook onto the only ball. And it's just Poke trying to do anything. Can we see the legendary 3-minute hold here? Zergling comes out. We'll find Neoplodius, but will it be enough? They lose that Mercy, so no more res. But Bonesy has already found 2 more as well as Corey with those mines on a Zergling. There's nothing stopping the sky right now, and now it's just Pneumonia on the Tracer. Trying to survive. Here comes the actual Nano Boost on a Bonesy, but gets something immediately, so the Nano Hogs outfight. And Pneumonia is just being an annoyance right now on the point, just dashing around. Dies though for it. But here we go, the sponsor back for the Cactus, so maybe no, Zergling gets 2. The backpack yet again engages for Zergling. Betik's bitch falls so low, they clutch this thing. Bonesy just no one there. Can they get anything? No, Zergling yet again gets another kill. Zergling is going absolutely insane on the defense. And they hold with 2 minutes in the bank.
Such a beautiful hold from everyone in the Rialto Ringers. It was stall mode 100%. They went Wrecking Ball, they went Tracer, they went Doomfist, they went Lucio. And they have a very, very reasonable composition right here. Maybe not what they want to have. Well, the Reinhardt, the Diva, Tracer, Doom, Lucio with a Nano Boost. I think it's going to go well for them, at least. We'll have to see for how long.
And yeah, they Nano poke him, but get sucked up. But there's allows Zergling to go in with no cooldown to stop him. Zergling and Pneumonia get the kills. And clean up the feed. And it looks like we're going to have another fight here for Rialto Ringers as the tanks look to stack themselves out. Betik's bench and Bonesy need to reset here. I mean, never mind. Bonesy just gets a kill. Betik's bitch will go down, which is Bonesy right now here on the point. Can he convert Zergling in his track? Zergling has that nano. Or not the nano, but the mega pack to use. Marco boops him away, trying to keep Pneumonia alive, but the hook comes in. It does not hit. And there you have it. Another fight win here. So with 1 minute in the bank and closing, the Cantaloupes have really nothing to use except for this tactical visor as well. As the Grenade Flux, they gotta clutch this out. But Zergling is there to try to stop. Here comes a bomb out from Whiplash in the backline. Will get anything, and we'll find one. Visor a Cactus. So no Ana healed, no anti-nade. Corey falling extremely low. Corey is going to go down. Zergling comes in with the uppercut. They get the res on a Red Cactus, but already far too late as Corey's already out by Bones is in your backline, but just Pneumonia just jumping around, and there we go. Zergling comes with another uppercut. And there you have it. The Rialto Ringers have won another fight here, and they're going to have a better time back. They won the scrim.
Officially under a minute, soon to be less than 30 seconds. If we go to extra rounds, it will be the Rialto Ringers with the defensive advantage. Now Centurion here with the tactical visor, Corey almost a duplicate, Gravitic Flux and Whole Hog as well. Lots of ultimates online. Let's see what they can find.
Yeah, Pulse Bomb goes in, finds nothing, but they find 2 kills already. Corey does get a duplicate on the Doomfist, but Zergling's already there. The real Doomfist in the back lane, causing problems, finds 2. Whiplash is Zergling with the 3rd. Zergling on his Doomfist is going absolutely insane. After once that stall happened, the backpack, I keep saying it's been engaged for this man. And Bones is gonna make that desperate stop over onto the Wrecking Ball, but 12 seconds in the bank, they're not gonna cap a time. It's winnable here for the Ringers. The shatter onto the Wrecking Ball. Bones can't do anything, but here comes the tactical visor for Centurion. Trying to find anything but his play around the cart right now. Zergling's going to the back line, gets another kill back against Pitch. With no off tank in the back, it's gonna be tough here. Zergling with another Zergling. Cannot sing this praise enough. Marco has to beat. Bonesy will find the only ball, but it's just desperation here. Bonesy falls extremely low, and they're gonna cap, and it looks like the Rialto Ringers are gonna win a map. No sweep today. The Rialto Ringers deny history.
And when they needed him the most, Zergling clutched up on the Doomfist. One of the last games they'll probably play as a DPS. We know going into Overwatch 2, by the way, beta starting next week, wink wink, will be moved to a tank role. Look at that, Bonesy getting play of the game. It just wasn't enough. Beating Macro off of the cliff, getting the only ball, and then the beat down onto Pneumonia. The Rialto Ringers fought and they pushed through. History will not be made at their expense. They bring it to 3-1, and maybe is this the start of a reverse sweep? You said it, maybe this hybrid map that is substituting to CP is what they need to start it to get it going.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a confidence booster right there, though. You had Bones just swap over onto the Hog, onto the ball, you know, kind of as 2, all right, I'm done picks. And, you know, you took it to him, you stopped Bonesy in his tracks, and I think it's exactly what the casters at the halftime desk said to Gopherhole. Don't focus so much on Bonesy, just take out the entire enemy team around him, and he can't, you know, he can clutch him, maybe get 3 picks, but you already killed 5, so he can't win. I think they adapted over halftime, and that was fantastic. And I'm going to say it, that is the first time the Kanto Cantaloupes have lost a map since week 1 of this season. So the Rialto Ringers, even if they don't bring it home in the reverse sweep, you've done something that no other team, aside from the St. Michael Hawks, have done.
There you have it. The Ringers can be proud of themselves, but they can be oh so more proud if they manage to pull off the reverse sweep. The Cantaloupes have to pick a map. Wow, we haven't seen this in a very, very long time. And if I am not mistaken, we are going to go to Lijiang Tower for our control pick. There's gonna be some more swaps around here. Shifty Fish, if I'm not mistaken, going to be going onto the tank to couple up with Bonesy. And as you were saying, maybe forgetting about Bonesy is the tactic that works for the Rialto Ringers. I have to say, though, there is one player, there is one man that you have to be looking at, that you need to have your eyes on from the Ringers. It is the clutch man, the X Factor, the backpack himself. You said it, Zergling on that Doomfist, putting on an absolute clinic.
Yeah, I mean, you go to Lijiang Tower here is going to be our next map. And you're kind of playing that brawl composition yet again, but if Zergling can do what they just did on Nabani, I think we got ourselves a revitalized series here. I mean, if you win even 2 maps and maybe lose at map 6, hey, that's such a great show of your mentality. It's such a great show of your strong mental, especially if there's 5 rookies on this team. We keep forgetting to mention that the Rialto Ringers are running 5 rookies. They have Poke, Whiplash, Pneumonia, the Only Ball. I thought they said they had 5. I don't think Zergling's a rookie. Zergling did play last year, I believe. But they do have a lot of rookies, and they're coming in against some of the hardened veterans of this league. Shitty Fish, Bonesy, Corey, Centurion. They've been here since the day 1 of this league, and they're not giving up. You know, it's good to see some fight left in the Ringers. You saw at the end there, Marco's cam, he was going nuts. He was happy that his team pulled through there at the end. And we're just waiting for that Rialto Ringers goes at R. I believe that Hefe's actually joined the lobby, and Hefe was a big part the reason the Rialto Ringers won, you know, the game yesterday against St. Michael Hawks. So we might see a swap in here, and we might have ourselves a whole new game.
Okay. We might have not had it before, but with the victory here from the Rialto Ringers, maybe this is some movie-like plot. You know, you win, you score the goal in the final second, and then your substitute that was injured comes in from the last moment. They take off the cast. They reveal the injury was never there. They were just regaining their powers, regaining their mental. With Hefe here right now, that might be the moment for the Rialto Ringers. But first, they're going to have to go over the Kanto Cantaloupes, one of the best teams here in the league, whom everyone had poised to win these grand finals. Everyone in the desk was picking the Kanto Cantaloupes for that. And there we have it. Hefe has officially subbed in Music Maniac as well onto the support. But this tank line from Poke and Hefe might be the start of an epic comeback. Boss music is playing. Gamer goggles are on as Music Maniac. If it's gonna happen anywhere, it's gonna happen here. 2 maps in a row for the Ringers. Momentum goes completely to their side. I firmly believe they throw it to a game. I would say 7. Is it 7? Yes, this is the best of 7. They would throw it to a game 7. If they don't win here, the finals are gonna be over.
And yeah, I mean, it's very appropriate that you said boss music, considering the boss himself, Hefe, the boss, has come in. The ultimate boss music. The boss is boss. I don't know how you gonna stop this. I don't know what music
El
it would be.
Jefe is here.
I still remember Lijiang Tower watching Hefe. I believe it was on the Richfield Rats. Got like a 3K boop, and I just yelled to the high heavens that the boss has joined the server. We'll see if Lijiang Tower clutch can strike again here. We are just waiting for the R in from Macro. Yeah, I mean, the swaps come in here. Kerbology, Batic has been set to the bench. Shittyfish comes in probably to play that Reinhardt character. But yeah, it's just... Can you stop Zergling at this point? Zergling went off, and you had, like, the Cassie and the Echo, the Flyers, to stop him, the Roadhog. But he was still in your backline, still doing damage because of how aggressive Bonesy was positioned in your backline. Couldn't really shut down that Doomfist going in on your Ana. So we'll have to see if the Candles can adjust. Or have the Candles run out of gas. They're only used to playing 3 maps. They're not used to map 4 or 5. They're tired. They spent all their gas. There's high-end sports car that only has 10 miles to the gallon and a 2-gallon tank.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they were expecting to make history, get that fast sweep, but it was not the case. And now they're gonna have to fight back. And as you said, Sterling, he just had a main character moment, a main character map right there. He's been going off all series long. We've seen him clutch moments on the Doomfist time and time again. Even in the maps that the Kanto Cantaloupes won, there was still the occasional fight clutch from circling on the Doomfist. But, you know, other than that, it wasn't really working. The Reaper wasn't really working. We saw the Hanzo wasn't really working either. But then comes Numbani. Then everything clicks together. The Reaper works absolute wonders. The Doomfist on the stall, I mean, don't get me started on that. It goes off until the end. They win the map. If anyone is going to be hyped up, I know you mentioned Macro, but Zergling is absolutely beaming. Maybe this long break will chill him off. Hopefully not, at least hopefully for the Rialto Ringers. But we'll have to see how the spirits are going here into Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, as we have Lijiang Tower is waiting for the Rialto Ringers to give us that R. I would type, but I can't, considering all my keybinds are bound to everything. That's why everything's been muted. That's why we've been jumping to random screens. Let's see here. I have 16 keybinds for these scenes right now. So basically any key I touch,
I got you. No problem.
There you go. Thank you.
Well, we'll have to see. Oh, we're getting notice from the Cantaloupes that they're not ready. We get no notice from the Rialto Ringers yet. So I think how about we throw it to a little map break right here. Can we do that, Booney?
We sure can. So we'll see you guys on the RSS map. Will the reverse sweep? Can it continue? Can the magic of the Rialto Ringers come about it? We'll have to wait and see. See you on the other side of the break.
purists, prove it, prove it.
And we are back. We got the R from both these teams, so we're going to be heading into our fifth map here, Lijiang Tower. I mean, I was saying that the rookies here, you're got to be glad you got some young players on your team, because this is your second map 5 in 2 days. You went map 5 yesterday against the St. Michael Hawks, so yeah, it's just a grind here for the Rialto Ringers. So the fact they brought us this far should be a testament to these players moving forward here in the Gopherwatch. Like, definitely people to keep your eyes on. But we're moving out here on Lijiang Tower, where we are going to start out on Night Market, which of course plays into that Symmetra style of gameplay, as well as the ball, so I think both teams can play kind of to their strengths here. And it looks like just a standard dive coming out from the Rialto Ringers. Not something you really see on this map all that much. You kind of see the ball split comp to potentially get some different angles in, and just the hard brawl, of course, as Shittyfish comes in for the Reinhardt play. But it's going to be a clash of styles here on Night Market on Lijiang Tower at match point here for the Kanto Cantaloupes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that I'm seeing Zergling on the Pharah, because a few days ago I had an absolutely banger off a game on Pharah here in Lijiang Tower as well. It was Gardens and Night Market. We'll see if Zergling can replicate the feat that I achieved in my bronze ranks. On the other side, we see Centurion on that Symmetra you mentioned. There's a TP into the point.
Yeah, team's on the point. Now that the Zergling to poke him out here from multiple angles, but Bonesy gets kind of caught out here. Can Bonesy get punished? No, Bonesy does have to retreat though, so it gives up that space to the enemy team. Playing as a very stacked unit right now. Is this dive comes in though? It's Pneumonia on the off angle side of the far, but Zergling's gonna find Corey. And now Zergling is free. There's no hit scan. The enemy team is stopping. It's up to Bonesy to basically take him on his fight. And Centurion, flying a Centurion going down. Zergling finds both. Zergling finds the third. Zergling! What happened at halftime? Guys, it was a good dinner here apparently, because Zergling has been on an absolute tear. But Bonesy will find two Nippolides. I'm not spoken too soon. And the clutch here for the Kanto Cantaloupes is still up. The Shittyfish goes down. Will they get the kill here on Nippolides? Nippolides is just running around like a maniac right now, and the Sim TP is still up, so the Cantaloupes have returned to the fight. Oh, but never mind though. Marco will find a kill with that Mercy Blaster. And we're not done just yet here. Bonesy's gonna find Poke. I mean, this fight is still going. It's still the first fight.
What is this madness?
Marco almost has Valkyrie here, as now Bonesy is diving in the backline. But this walk away, but Shittyfish has returned with the Sim TP, but Zergling gets him killed in the right cat. It's still going! Here comes a high hit from Corey, finds nothing, but Zergling has that boost! Bonesy gonna find Zergling, and the shatter from Shittyfish. Not quite gonna find anything just yet. Shittyfish goes down. The boot from Music Maniac off the point. Marco gets a second kill in this fight. The bomb on the point. Out from Bonesy, gets 0 kills. And I think after all of it, oh, Bonesy gets the Rayback kill off the map on a poke. What has happened? This is still the first fight. This is still going on. Pneumonia has a pulse bomb. Might look used by Macro and Shittyfish. Oh, it might finally had it. I think they finally won the point. The Nano or the Anthony from Music Maniac is there. But I think, oh my god, after all that, the Kanto Cantaloupes start the ticker.
And oh, that was a long and drawn out fight, and I think The key mistake here, the key point is that Zergling gets 3 picks. Absolutely fantastic. I told you, he's having a main character glow up, but spends a lot of time chasing Neopalladius on that Lucio. Doesn't get the kill in so long. It allows Centurion to go to that Soldier 76, and then once the hit scan comes back, it's just the perfect tech counter to the Pharaoh. No chance to use the barrage, not even after the rest. Now let's see if they can get it done here. Now that there's no stun from the Cassidy, there it is. The barrage gets 1, gets 2, 1, gets 3. Rosie takes him down, but maybe that's enough to push.
Yeah, it's a trade on 2 here. But Ford's gonna find Muzmak in the backline, but will it be enough? If Bonesy's punch here on point, it might be enough. Pneumonia's gonna find Red Castle now back with the fight new mortality field. No, Ultra with the healing. Shitty does get that charge in and finds the kill on a poke. Nicely done. The res is there on the macro, but Corey on this Reaper guy gets something in the backline, but already got 2 kills. The pharmacy counter, obviously it's Reaper, but they finally the kill as they get another fight win. And another long drawn out one there for the Cantaloupes at 60% and counting. Last fight territory basically for both sides.
And I don't know how they're doing this. Look at this, Shifty Fish on 74 and counting for that shatter. Bonesy, the only one far away from the ultimate. Corey already has that Death Blossom. Centurion halfway through, almost 60% through that tactical visor. The beat, the sound barrier is there. The amplification matrix is there. It's gonna be an old fest.
Corey goes in, finds 2. The Reaper ult did get flashed out by Pneumonia, but wasn't enough. The Nano Boost is there in a poke, but just gets taken down almost immediately. The Winston experience in 2022, 2019, what the hell year am I living in? But as we go in here, there comes the Valkyrie from Marco trying to get to the point. Just look at his flying man trying to get their point in time. 9-9 and counting, fixed a touch, but doesn't matter because he's flying behind him. And I think it's going to be just a cleanup here, unless a miracle from Zergling happens yet again. Hefe with the bomb into the point, looking at kills. No, the beat is there from Neopalladius, and the Shatter takes down Pneumonia, or he takes down Hefe. Zergling has that barrage, but Bonesy eats it all up. And has the bomb out of points while stun the contesters. It's just the Mercy tries to get the res here, and it's not gonna be enough. And Centurion is running back with the tactical visor. We'll probably pop in to clear the staggers here as Pneumonia just stands still and accepts fate. And 100-0, and here we are, 1 point away from the Kanto Cantaloupes securing the championship.
It seems like Control, King of the Hill, is just too strong for the Kanto Cantaloupes. The Rialto Ringers, maybe they should have closed it out earlier. Maybe they should have gotten another map so that this wouldn't be the final one. But alas, this is what it is. And it seems like the Kanto Cantaloupes are in prime position to take it, as you said, 1 round away from the Gopherwatch League Season 5 Championship. Centurion back onto the Symmetra. We'll have to see if that is only for the teleport. Corey on the Doomfist trying to make Bonesy proud. On the other side, it seems like a very similar composition. Pneumonia on the Mei, though, and we'll have to see if they go back to the Genji or what is going to happen in the end.
Yeah, as we go here, their first is going to be the Kanto Cantaloupes. Bonesy kind of cut out here. Corey's going to find a kill on the Marco, though. And that Lucio out of the fight. Your disengage is basically gone, so spam is going to be absolutely devastating. Shifty's going to go down, but Corey finds yet another in this fight. Doing Bonesy proud, like you said. Just punching in, getting the punches against the wall, knocking him out of the mech. And there you have it. It's going to be another fight win here for the Kanto Cantaloupes, bar a Miracle here. And no, the Miracle's name is Corey. Has a meter strike already. Goes in for the slam. Corey finally gets punished, but it's not going to be nearly enough. Maybe they can re-engage here. Looks like they might try.
Yeah, gonna get taken down there, you saw it, for the first time in this round. And I mean, when you have Doomfist players like those, it's almost impossible to win any fights. They're just gonna be wreaking havoc all around. And there's another one, Shifty Fish with 2 on the fight. And that percentage, that blue percentage is just gonna keep mounting.
Yeah, it's gonna keep mounting there, and they didn't use any ults there. You used your symbol to engage, and you got nothing out of it. Now Shifty Fish has the Shatter. Might be looking to slam it down. Ryzer try to engage here. Hefe finally gets that mech back, but it's 31% in counting, so you're running out of time here if you're the Rialto Ringers for this clutch comeback for this reverse sweep to potentially happen. And then Pneumonia just alone with no help. I mean, it's got the slow rotation. They're just wasting time here. It's going to be 50% by the time the fight even starts and 70% when they engage. And all the ults is building here for the side of the Kanto Cantaloupes. Here comes the engage. Here comes the window. Gets eaten up. Could the Shatter be here for Shifty Fish? Slams it down! And the beat comes out from Neopalladius as well to clear this fight. And it's looking pretty rough here if you're a Rialto Ringers fan, as the ults are just played much better there for the Kanto Cantaloupes. Poke has the Shatter. Pneumonia with the Blizzard. They gotta bring it through for the team or it's all over.
Yeah, and we're looking at potentially last fight territory with how drawn out these fights have been. 70% and counted. That's a nice shatter. Gonna catch Centurion. Maybe if the Symmetra goes away, it could be a win for the Rialto Ringers. But it's just not happening. The Kanto Cantaloupes are just too good. On 80% and counting still, the fight is going. And I'm sorry I've taken away from you all the cast, but it is just non-stop. It is the teams going at each other, 90% and counting. Maybe the Rialto Ringers can bring it back. They have the number superiority. It is retreat time. Centurion trying to put those turrets around. The percentage points, though, are ticking. The overtime bar is there. Corey is going to have the Meteor Strike. Goes, tries to find one, doesn't find anyone on the slam, but does find Poke on the follow-up. All the picks are starting to favor the Kanto Cantaloupes. Maybe this is it. That's another one for Corey, and it is cleanup duty. Bonesy gets another one. Overtime bar is taken down. Corey's going to go off the map to put it. Epic gets one onto the Diva remake, and now maybe the Wrecking Ball from Poke. Can he bring anything back? Neopalladius gets one, but Poke gets another. What is going on? Is madness just swing all around the point? Maybe that hamster can get something done. But Shift to Fish and Bonesy combining for 2. Is the overtime bar ever going to tick down? There's the Diva Bomb. There are the kills. Rialto is not gonna be ringing tonight. The Kanto Cantaloupes are your Gopherwatch League Season 5 champions.
Yeah, there you have it. I could have said better myself. An absolute dominant performance there on map 5. You know, we were hyping up the reverse sweep, but yeah, it was nowhere to be seen there on that map. The Kanto Cantaloupes were like, alright, we lost a map, now it's time to start another 3-0 here. They got back to control, got back to their comfort area, and they took us home. And yeah, the Kanto Cantaloupes are not going to be your Season 5 champions. And I mean, a shout out to the Rialto Ringers for giving us a heck of a game there towards the end. It was rough at the beginning, but again, they showed their resiliency to come back here and make it a series. They avoided the sweep, they didn't make history, but they got out of it, so now we gotta come up with the ultimate hard question. Who is the Grand Finals most valuable player here for the Kanto Cantaloupes for their victory today?
These beats are the purest.
Oof. I don't know. You're gonna have to give me at least a couple candidates from the ones that you're thinking, from the ones that you're considering. Because honestly, I think everyone played lights out here. We had Shift to Fish, and Batica's Binge killing it on the tank with Bonesy as well. Bonesy on the DPS as well. It's got to be a candidate right there. Corey and Centurion also putting on a clinic. And don't get me started on Neopalladius and Wrecked Cactus and Kerbology. Those supports, it is called the backline for a reason. If you lose your back, if you lose your support, it is called support for a reason. You're not going anywhere. It is what builds up your entire team. So congratulations to the supports as well, but I think the MVP is not going to be in that category.
Yeah, it'd be hard to give it to, you know, one of those supports when he had such dominant tank and DPS performances here for the Kanto Cantaloupes. You can give it many shoutouts as you want. Kerbology, solid on both the Baptiste and the Mercy. Red Cactus hitting the huge anti-nades on that Ana. Neopalladius coming in for the loser for the big boops. And Batica's Bench was playing Lucio on King's Row, but he came out and showed up on the segment on the Diva. The off-tank, his main role, he showed up in a big way. So, yeah, I don't know. It's got to come down probably between Bonesy, Corey, and Centurion. You know, I think that DPS line was just so solid today for the Kanto Cantaloupes. I gotta give it to probably one of those guys. You know, Bones is making that space, making that damage, but you got Corey in there following him up on the Ashe, on the Cassidy, on the Echo, and even on the Zarya on King's Row was a dominant performance, and Centurion just solid as always here. The PMA Privateer himself on the legs, on whatever the team needs him to play, the Symmetra on the last point. It's just, I don't know who you want to give it to, but I'm leaning towards a certain individual, but I'll give the color cast to the rights.
Oh my goodness, this is a big decision. If it were up to me, there have been two players that just have stood out. Centurion has displayed absolutely great DPS prowess, but you had two specific players switching between DPS and tank. They displayed absolutely crazy flexibility. They took over both positions where they played in. Corey and Bonesy, to me, are the standouts of this team, of this Kanto Cantaloupes. And I think if we can agree on one, you mentioned the DPS, so I think the rightful MVP, the Echo, the Ashe, everything has just been perfect. To me, the MVP of the Grand Finals is going to be Corey.
Yeah, I'd have to probably agree with you because when you know a Bonesy with the 4100, 4200 SR, you expect this absolute god tier performance from the Diva Dude 53. But Corey is a diamond on DPS, and he put out that kind of performance. The absolute value pick of the season, I think, in the draft has got to be Corey, and I think he brought it home for us here in the Grand Finals. So why don't we go ahead and give it up to Corey? It's so close. I would say literally every member of the Cantaloupes, their teamwork then on display was fantastic today. But I gotta give it to Corey.
Oh, there it is. It was just clinic, as you were mentioning. That was not the gameplay of a diamond. I refuse to believe that was a diamond playing on DPS. That was I don't want to say Overwatch League caliber Echo, but I've seen this guy. Ever heard of this guy called Pelican? There was also this dude Fleta. I think they were coached by Corey. I mean, it was just lights out on the Ashe as well, hitting those shots. I don't even remember what other DPS they played. Probably the Cowboy, the Cassidy that they were alternating with Centurion.
The Doomfist on the last map and punched off the map.
Oh,
so.
the Doomfist as well. The Doomfist takeover in the last map. How could I forget? They were just unkillable. Everything they did was right. They could do no wrong. And I think that is a well-deserved MVP.
Yes, I do believe so. So I think we're gonna try to get an MVP interview here. If we can probably go to.
Ooh.
We can go to. If we can join trios in the Gopherwatch League channel or server, we could probably get Corey in there. Corey, if you want to join us in trios, you certainly can for an interview, good sir. Currently sitting here all by myself, so we'll have to see if. Oh, there he is. Hi, Corey. Congratulations on the championship. Congratulations on the MVP.
Thank you.
On my way here. Sorry.
You got lost on the way. A lot of turns. So I'll let you start off there, Alligator. I already said my piece about Corey, so you can go ahead and see if you got a question.
Sure. I mean, Corey, congratulations so much. Season 5 Gopherwatch League Grand Finals winner and MVP. You put on an absolute clinic. Your team was killing it. How does it feel? First reactions. How are you feeling? How are you feeling right now? Tell us.
Feels pretty great. Obviously, our first game of the season was a quick loss, and it kind of changed our mindset going forward, and we kind of didn't really lose until the finals map 4, and I guess it can kind of show. We improved a lot.
Just think, Corey. After that week 1 match, you literally uninstalled Overwatch, and now here you are, a month later, holding the Grand Finals trophy and bringing the Corey Wales trophy home. Mr. Season 1 championship. You finally get to hold your baby again and stand up on top here. So I mean, I guess I'll say the easy question. So I mean, if it wasn't gonna be you, who would you give your MVP to? And I mean, I think we all know the answer, but if you could make it interesting, we'll have to.
Well, I'm gonna say Bonesy.
Wow.
Yeah, a big surprise here. Making it interesting. I think he's played every tank this season in Gopherwatch League, and he manages to be better than the other team's tank on whichever one he picks, in my opinion. And so I think it's pretty telling of his skill level and contribution to each game.
Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely fantastic, and to be fair, we were also considering giving it to Bonesy, or maybe Centurion also put a DPS clinic together with yourself. And I want to ask, how does that Game 4 loss affect your mindset? Because you said it, you hadn't lost a game up until that point. You were on the verge of making history, getting the first Gopherwatch League Grand Final sweep, and then bang, you get slammed on Numbani, almost right there, so close at the end. You were, I think it was .016 meters away from pushing in the cart, and then that stall from the Rialto Ringers that ends up being their map
absolutely
win.
insane on the Doomfist.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy, but how do you regain from that?
Yeah. So, personally, our team had some ideas going forward. Bonesy and I kind of just reminded everyone, focus on the basics. We know that we beat them in the Rush Mirror or the Brawl Mirror, whatever you want to call it. And I said, just focus on what we were doing great the last 2 weeks, and that's just, shot calling and making sure we focused our targets. And I think that was very apparent in Lijiang Tower because I don't think they had any percentage capped on either map. So.
All right, I guess.
I don't think they did.
I guess if you have nothing else, Alligator, I have one more to send us to MVP. It's just, is there any closing words you want to say to your opponents, the Rialto Ringers, who, despite going down early and having 5 rookies on their squad, made you guys play pretty hard there towards the end, but I think they had a great showing, a great season from them. So any closing words, closing thoughts for your opponents?
Oh yeah, so specifically for the Ringers, I know we scrimmed them probably like 3 times, and we also played them in the season. They've gotten a lot better, and I know that they also do VOD review and scrim a lot, and I think they've been putting a lot of effort, and they've definitely improved a lot. And I mean, obviously, they beat the Hawks. I'm not sure if that was expected by many people in the league, but their gains are certainly already showing. I think if they keep it up, they can get even better for next semester.
All right, we'll send you back to your team, Corey. Congratulations again on the victory. Season 1 champion, now Season 5 champion. After a couple rough seasons, you're finally back on top. So again, congratulations on the win and the MVP. And go enjoy yourself. Go enjoy your teammates.
Thank you.
Well, Alligator, I got nothing else to add here. I think the game speaks for itself. Corey put it up in a nice little bowl for us. Do you have anything you got to say to the lovely audience here, either in their homes or at the watch party? Thank you all so much for joining the watch party. So, anything you'd like to say to our lovely viewers?
That is exactly what I was going to say. I always like to finish my casts by saying thank you so much to all the viewers. You guys are the ones that make this possible. We couldn't do these streams without you. You just give us the strength to try to overcome everything every single day. You brought me basically out of casting retirement for the Gopherwatch League. I just had to do it for you guys for the Gopherwatch League Grand Finals. For Season 5. Also, thank you so much to everyone, yourself, Booney, everyone behind the scenes that put together the watch party and that make this league possible. You guys are the real MVPs, as a wise man once said, and I am so grateful to be able to work with you. Thank you so much.
Well, I don't really have anything to add on that. Thank you everybody so much. All of our players who played in Season 5, very successful season. I hope everybody had fun. Hopefully everybody had a great time. Keep your eyes peeled for Season 5.5 coming here for the summer. And of course, make sure to tune in to our award show tomorrow to see who got the All-Star, the All-Pro, all the fun awards, as well as the most valuable player. So until then, alongside me has been Alligator. I've been your playback caster, Booney. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your evening. Don't get wet on the way home.
Bye.